everyone.
Oh, I'm big. Hello, everyone. Master Your Zach here. Today we are going to be listening to the Magnus Archives, episodes 21 through 23. Also, Cheeky Chelldos is currently lost in the woods. This is what happened to Des Holiday.
True. I'm outside that.
Yeah. Look.
What's it like out there?
The trees look cool.
Trees.
Wow. I haven't seen a tree in years.
It's okay, they're right outside your
roots?
window.
Hold up.
Maybe.
Wait
It's
a
true.
second. Think about it. Delta
Roots?
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 But yeah, hello
Eyes?
everyone. Hello Way. Hello Lamp Black. Hello Teddy. And yeah, how are you guys all doing today? Cheeky. Oh, Cheeky's dead.
Rip.
Oh.
Dude,
Dude, there's
little
like
red
blood
things.
on like a branch.
It's not blood. It's not blood or a branch.
I can't really make out what it is.
It's like little flowers or something.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like little
LobCorp.
flowers.
This is not LobCorp Pleasant Lemon. Also, for some reason, your like feed is like, I can't tell if this is you or me. Actually, it's probably you because you're in a forest, but it's like 240p.
It's really blurry.
Yeah, it's like 240p.
Yeah, I don't know why. It is very blurry.
I think it's because
like
you're
I'm
in a
seeing
forest.
my recording and it's blurry. Yeah.
And like you're trying to stream footage from a forest.
Forest.
Dude.
I mean, a forest is kind of a stretch. There's a tennis court behind me.
Dude, this looks like...
So, forest is a little bit of a stretch.
Dude, this looks like you're filming like a video in like I don't know, like the early 2000s. It's got those vibes. The Magnus Archives. Dude, that wait, go to the left a little bit more. A little bit more. That tree right there, the one on the far left, looks as if someone
like the evil knight.
No, it looks like someone's gonna like. It looks like the tree that someone walks out from behind of.
What are you talking about?
Look at it. That is where.
Can that not be the case for any tree?
No, that one specifically
I see
is
what
like.
he means. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's like positioned in a way that like. Yeah.
It's like perfectly. I think you just mean that one's like in line with my own eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, it's like where the eyes are drawn for the.
It's strange. You say that. I think it would freak me out more. Well, obviously, it would freak me out if it wasn't broad daylight, but it would freak me out more if I was standing up. But I think because I'm on the floor, which is more vulnerable, by the way, I'm less scared because if someone walked out, they'd be like not at eye level, and I think that's like funny.
I like how you said like even though it's broad
setup.
daylight, like it's not scary when it's broad daylight. Dude, if someone walks out behind a tree in broad daylight, I'm terrified either way. Like,
well,
yeah, night's scarier, but like
I wouldn't. If they like have a bat, well, actually no, because there's baseball things. I don't know if they have a gun, I'd be scared. But not in broad daylight.
If someone approaches me from behind a tree, no matter the context, I'm gonna be terrified.
I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think playing hide and seek with Zach as a kid was a real hoot.
Usually people aren't like coming out of trees though. They're like hiding in the trees.
Like guy like walked out and I was like alone. I think I still wouldn't be like scared in broad daylight. I'd be terrified at night, but I don't think I'd be scared in the daytime.
See, this is why I would survive the Magnus Archives. I'd give my testimony and it would actually be just like not like something like magical and mystical.
Man is scarier at night. Bear is scarier in the daytime. I think we figured it out.
Bear is scarier in the daytime?
Every woman actually, every woman has the same answer. It's just in their mind, they're picturing it at different times of day.
No, bear's scarier at night. What are you talking about?
No.
Because they have like the hype. They have like the retro. They have the like 3D vision or the see in the dark.
Bear is scary. Bear is equally scary no matter the time of day.
Yeah.
Right.
That means it's not like less scary at night.
But I'm only scared of a man walking up to me at night.
Dude, I'm like if anybody walks up to me, I'm scared. I think.
Well, I respect women, so I'm not scared of women. Because I respect them. No, yeah, look at me in the spooky forest and the tennis court. The perfect setting for the Magnus Archives.
The Magnus, oh god. Dude, it's gonna... Oh no, wait, I just realized that tree is now a Chekhov's gun. Cheeky, you gotta, like, get inside before the stream is over and before it gets night, because, like, all I'm saying, if you...
To be fair, there
Magnus
is a
Archives
branch
streams go
that
late.
looks a little like a guy poking
Yeah,
out.
look at that. That is... Can you check behind the tree real quick?
No,
Like...
dude, okay,
Zach,
now
if
I
you
really
feed-
don't want to.
Exactly!
If you feed into the compulsion, it just makes the obsession worse.
See,
Now
wait.
I don't want to.
Now there's, like, the misdirection, because look slightly to the right. Look slightly to the right. There's another tree that someone could come out of, too.
Oh my god, stop!
See, this is,
Hey,
like...
I'm gonna give them a very wide berth, and then we're gonna Ew, I didn't like saying that out loud. I'm gonna give them a very
You don't like
wide
saying
berth.
wide berth out loud. That's crazy.
I didn't. And then we're gonna look behind them.
Dude, this is why I, like, don't go outside, because, like,
0 guys.
I'm terrified of things.
0 guys.
Dude,
What are we
Zach's
currently
terrified
doing?
of, like, men behind trees. I just sometimes get yelled at from cars about.
Well,
how
I don't
bad
think
I
that
am.
it's necessarily, like, men behind trees. Like, I'm imagining, like a spindly, like, shadow,
As we know,
like,
Zach is
creature.
scared of women.
True. I'm scared of women appearing behind me.
Exactly. What about
That's
behind? What if
scary.
you were a tree?
What if I was a tree?
Yeah.
I'd
And there was a woman
probably
behind you.
get up and take my leaf.
That's how would you take your leave?
I don't know.
Just the
Baseball.
Poor Zach is scared of women. I am scared of women appearing behind me.
There's a
I don't
wonderful
know
clip
why.
of Zach.
There's
multiple
two.
wonderful clips. Yeah. Baseball.
Tree man or night bear? That is the question.
Hmm.
Night bear sounds like a superhero. Tree man sounds like a like
tree
can't
man
get
does
any
like.
like.
What about a tree boy?
Ah,
Hmm.
I will say, I'm probably more scared of one of my viewers like approaching me than a random
Which
person
one?
approaching me. Just because
Than a
I'd be like,
stranger?
how would you know? How did you figure out? Like, and then my brain would go, I'm not scared of them. I'm scared of the concept of them being able to like have found me. Because if they can
I
find
did
me,
try to
anyone.
get my funniest possible docs. Didn't work though.
Dang. Yeah, dude, IRL streams
So
are probably so
scary.
much fun. It's just I don't want to do them because then like, what if people figure
Dude,
out
Zach,
like
do you want to go? Do you want to see something funny and fucked up?
what?
In like 20 minutes, I can show it to you.
Oh no.
Let me head over there right now.
But yeah, chat. What do you guys think about IRL streams? Would you guys? I could be the next like, what's his name?
Zach, what would you show?
Callicular?
Wait, Zach, what could you?
Clavicular?
Clavicular?
Clavicular.
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 Clavicular. Is that clavicular?
Clavicular.
What would you even do
Or
in an
clav,
IRL stream?
really.
I don't know, like...
I don't know what Zach could possibly show IRL that he wouldn't be scared would dox him.
Dude, if I, like...
Like, I don't think Zach could do this, because Zach would be like, they're gonna geoguesser the trees.
Yeah. But yeah, do IRL streams. I just, like, don't know what I would do in them. This is the closest we're getting to an IRL stream, chat. Which is actually kind of nice.
Are
It
you gonna
does
keep this on
look
all
like
stream?
found footage, though, I will say. I
Any
don't know,
moment could be the last moment that I was seen on this stream, by the way.
That's a horrifying thought. I think that if I were to ever do an IRL stream, it would have to be with like a group of people. Because like I don't
Zach,
think
we have to all go to Hong Kong once, and you have to be the cameraman, and then it's gonna be perfect.
True, but like we could also do it
Like,
before.
I've
I actually had
dreamed
a
about
dream that remember like the house plan?
Yeah.
I had a dream about that, and I was like, dang. Well, not like about that fully, but like it was just like in the area. Zach cooking mama stream? Cooking stream would be cool. I could do a cooking stream,
Dude,
but
I did an amazing cooking stream.
I just don't have like that nice of a kitchen.
Oh yeah, when you made the apple cake, I think it was actually.
Electric line. That shouldn't
The
mean anything.
Jetterson says, Cheeky, what's the lore behind this place? I'm interested.
It's a park.
It's a park. Ooh. The secret lore.
With electric lines.
Now, it's clear to see that the individual who recorded this document was clearly under the influence of something, because this can't happen. Ooh.
Ooh.
I also don't know if I have a good enough like camera for like IRL streams. And,
Zach,
like,
do you think this is a good enough camera?
Yes, because the way that it's being streamed is the feed is not just this. So whenever the camera like glitches out and like lags a little bit, it doesn't like hurt the viewer's eyes as much because it's being fed through a secondary source.
I kind of want to do an IRL stream with this old like 2008 camera I have.
True. Dude, I want to direct and film horror movies so bad.
Well, you can. Yeah, you can, but you need to understand like horror tropes and such.
Yeah.
And you know how you can do
see
that?
if I can make a
By
basketball?
listening to the Magnus Archives.
True.
Episode 21, Freefall.
Low quality camera could
Who wants
probably
to see me
lower
throw this into
latency.
the
I don't think that's
basketball?
how
Who
that
wants to see me
works.
make a fucking basketball?
A higher quality
That's really
camera on
crazy.
lower settings with lower latency.
It's not too crazy.
TMA the movie.
Fuck.
So that you're just an average person with your not nice kitchen? That's fair, yeah.
This is actually crazy. Fuck.
Ah! The Magnus Archives playing. Wait. Pause it, Alexia.
That's
Pause it.
I gave the control to you. You have to pause it.
Ah! Why do I... Cheeky's ominous basketball adventure.
The Magnus.
I can't see the screen!
This is getting embarrassing.
Oh no! Why is it full screen? The evil basketball.
Just a little bit
Episode
closer.
21. Freefall.
Yeah. baby.
Okay, I gotta switch off, Cheeky.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alexiel forced his hand. That was crazy. Also, what do you mean I have control? I don't. Oh wait, no, do I?
Wait, am I still in the corner?
Oh wait. Wait, hold
Zach,
up.
am I still in the corner?
No.
Damn it.
I'm sorry.
Dude, I actually found a pretty good, like, ominous structure.
The Cheeky's in
Look
a
at this.
Magnus Archives episode. Wait, hold up. I can show it on stream because it's the Magnus Archives is
So you
blocked.
know where the camera thing is, and then if it's relevant, we can just put the camera in front again.
Oh,
Yeah, I'd like to have this running the whole time. Like,
Oh wait,
Yeah,
actually,
just put it on camera,
that
it's
could
like-
work.
Yeah.
put this in front of the gameplay and then still have it be game Limbus Company.
True. Wait, hold up. Let me, because I have the
Is this
screen
something
on
that
like
people would worship?
a weird thing. So let me add a new window capture. TMA TMA Discord. That's what we're gonna call it. Select window to capture. This one. There we go. All right.
I am a little worried there's gonna be a sign like town. Oh, holy fuck, deer! Did you also see that blurry deer?
No,
There's
but
a
it is
blurry
on.
deer.
It is on the screen. Oh,
Blurry
it is
deer.
on the
Wait, it
screen.
back up as well.
There's blurry deer. See them?
All right, there we go. Cheeky, we have the cheeky cam.
Yay!
Dude, actually, it's a good spooky tree. Holy shit!
Yeah, that is a spooky tree.
And look, see the deer? It is like right next to the tree.
Ah,
See? There's two deer framing the tree.
Oh yeah.
Dear. Anyway.
I don't know how to... I don't know how to, like...
The colony.
The hyper beam is not working. Or it's not showing me my... It's not showing me the... Oh, no, it is. It's just lagging a lot. Okay. Is my computer gonna explode?
I'm sure it's
for a
fine.
charity he'd been volunteering.
Also, it's like you skipped ahead like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't have
When
control.
he touched down, I could see it in
Why
his
do you not
eyes,
have
even
control?
before he'd
I
removed his
have
notion.
control, it's just that, like,
Zach's afraid
every...
of commitment.
No, it,
Okay,
like, it
okay.
keeps, it, like, it's delayed, like, 30 seconds. So, like, when I click, it doesn't actually...
Okay. What about
Oh,
when
also
I'm
the...
about...
oh, no, it's the feed that's delayed. No, wait, it's not. Never mind. Okay, yeah, I think you just have to have control.
Okay.
21.
Alright, episode 21.
Freefall.
This is where we start it. Episode 21. Timestamp in description, go! Also, hello, Michelle. Welcome, welcome. Hashtag Cheeky the Animal Whisperer. When does Zach ever truly have control? That's a good question.
True, I control the YouTube channel.
Statement of Moira Kelly regarding the disappearance of her son, Robert.
Oh, we're almost at that really
Robert.
iconic thing that I can show you.
20th,
Oh, Alexa, can you turn up the volume?
It's already
okay.
up. You need to turn up your volume and then turn us down, I guess.
Yeah. Wait, isn't there a way that I can, like... settings, like, volume? My computer's going to explode. Dog, me when my computer has to, like, do anything. Yeah, I guess I'll just turn you guys down.
Oh shit, they fixed the alien crash site that I saw the other day. Look at this. Or they didn't fix it, but they put roadblocks.
Roblox?
Like
Roblox?
Like an alien ship crashed here. It was crazy.
Wow.
Alright,
I
chat.
tried to take a picture, but it didn't convey the scale.
Alright, how does it sound now, guys? Play the Magnus Archives. Roll the clip.
Recording by Jonathan Sims,
How's that?
head archivist of the Magnus Institute, London. Statement begins. You must forgive me if it takes a while to get this all down on paper. I'm not
Also,
right.
make sure to like the stream. Wink, wink.
It's all very
so
well
it gets pushed to more people.
What you saw, but what if you don't have the words?
He doesn't have words?
What I saw doesn't make any sense, and it makes my head hurt awfully when I try to remember it well enough to describe. Am I mad?
Am I mad?
What happened is mad. It can't have happened, but it did. It took my Robert, and
dang.
Now I can't even think of how to put it down in a way that explains it. Maybe somewhere in your library are the words that explain what happened.
Library?
Sure, but I haven't read your books.
I haven't read your books, true.
Knowing wouldn't bring him back. I suppose I'll just have to try. My son, Robert, was always an adventurous boy. Even when he was a child, he'd be running off and getting into scrapes every chance he got.
Your name is Moira?
We were living out in the country back then, Althorpe, a little village in Lincolnshire. Every chance he got, Robert would be out in the woods with his friends, climbing trees and...
Dude, this is what Cheeky's doing.
...the forests. He had a few other children who would join him, but he always climbed higher than they did.
Hang on, let me figure out how to hide this docs.
I can't even remember all the times he almost got himself lost out there when he was growing up. As he got older, his interests changed, but that sense of danger never left him. I used to have to drive him half an hour every Wednesday because that was the closest leisure centre with a climbing wall, and he was obsessed with reaching the top. After he went away to university, he'd come home every holiday with some new, dangerous sport he'd taken up. Wakeboarding, mountain biking.
Check it out, chat.
He almost missed his
Dude, this is like one of my
This is
siblings.
He was away on a scuba diving
This is
trip
a
to
steel
Cyprus,
beam from the
and only
towers.
just managed to book a last
The
minute
Why is
tower.
it here? I don't know.
It wasn't
Literally,
his fault, of
yes.
course. Stephen's death came as a shock to
Ta-da.
us all. What I mean to say is, I wasn't at all surprised when he told me a few years
Why
ago
is this
that
here?
he'd
I don't
gotten
know.
very
There's me.
involved in skydiving.
Skydiving.
It had started as a charity thing. His last year at Yarmouth, he decided to do a skydive for a charity he'd been volunteering with. I went along to support him when he did it, and when he touched down, I could see it in his eyes, even before he'd removed his parachute, that he was in love.
He was in love.
Since then, it was rare that a month went by without him throwing himself out of a plane, to the point where I wondered where he was getting the money, as from what I hear, it's not a cheap hobby, and he certainly wasn't getting much from me. Shortly after Robert graduated, he came to visit.
Should I try
He
Soul
was the happiest
Sesto?
I'd seen him since his father passed
I don't know,
away.
this is my first time
When I
playing it.
asked him about it, he said he'd got a job with a company that ran skydiving all over the country.
Skydiving.
They were called Open Skydiving, and
Wait,
his
pause.
face was beaming when he said this.
Yep. Hold on.
He was now
Paused.
Dude, skydiving's terrifying. Like,
It is.
I don't, like, I get, like, doing stuff, like, for the thrill and, like, all that, but, like, I would do it, like, maybe once maximum. And then just be like, okay, well,
Yeah.
that's it. Like, I don't know what, like, what does, like, repeated skydiving, like, do? Like, you've already done it once, you know?
Fun. I don't like that skydiving is like in my hands, you know? Like if I fuck up, I die. Like I don't mind like, I don't know, some crazy roller coaster or something. That's fantastic. But if it's up to me to decide whether or not I fall out of a plane, I'm not doing that. I'm not trusting myself.
Yeah.
What if I like panic?
I feel
Would
like I'd
would
like
you
to do
not
it,
like
one
panic?
single time in my life, just to see how it is. But I would also want to do it like when it's like completely automatic.
I want to do, like, skydiving once in the same vein that I want to do, like, crack cocaine once, where it's, like, in theory,
Dude, I wanna
like,
do LSD
it'd be
once.
like, oh, yeah,
do
like,
LSD
do
once.
every experience or, like, whatever, but I
No,
don't
what if
actually
I,
want
like,
to jump
die?
out of a plane.
No, LSD is like fine as long as you're not around like people who want to kill you.
Well, no,
So,
I
like,
mean, like,
True.
like, I meant that as in, like, I don't want to. Like,
Okay.
I don't know.
No, yeah, LSD as long as you're like in a controlled environment.
Alex, I don't think that's true.
It's not like it's meth.
True.
Oh my god.
Speaking of... Oh, but yeah, actually, that was something I was gonna... Did you hear that, like, Caligula is on, like, a bunch of Adderall and stuff?
I don't know who that is.
Clavicular is
guy.
on a lot more than Adderall.
Well, yeah, I know, but, like, people are like, oh, he's on Adderall. And it's, like, crazy to hear, because it's like, dog. Like,
Adderall
you're
is, like,
hyping it up to be
completely
this, like,
placebo.
insane thing, and it's like, dog, I'm on that. Like...
I don't know what that is either.
Wait, what?
Who that is. I don't know who the hell that is.
Clavicular.
Yeah. He's the,
Rings
like,
0
looks
bells.
maxi guy. He's, like, the guy that looks, like...
He's like the guy that wanted to be Korean, except he looks Mexican.
Oh, yeah, that guy. The guy that
Except,
wanted to
well,
be
I'm
Korean.
okay. It's a little bit different than
he's
the
not
guy that wanted to be Korean.
He's like that guy if that
Oh.
guy was like looks Max Mog champ.
Yeah, if he was
Oh,
more
I don't give a
normal.
shit.
No, he's not more normal.
Well, I think that wanting to look
want-
handsome versus wanting to
I want to
look
one of these,
Korean
but I
is
can't.
like
I'm scared of falling into the pit.
I don't know.
The guy that wanted to look Korean, he stopped wanting to do that, and now he's going around with
Yeah.
transphobes and
Yeah.
referring to himself
Yeah.
as like someone who gave up on transitioning. But he gave up on
Yeah.
transitioning from white to Korean.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like a transphobe grifter now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Why do they keep doing that?
but like
Dude, I want one of these so bad. I don't want to fall into the pit.
the
I
pit.
over here.
We don't talk about the pit.
But yeah, what
Ominous.
was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like the looks max guy. I don't know.
Yeah. But
It's
he's
crazy.
the
It's all I'm gonna
guy.
say is it's crazy that like the links here. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of like Caligula. Hold up.
Yo, that one is so fluffy. Holy shit. I want this one. What the fuck?
That's a bone. Wait, what?
That's not a bone. I want that one, the one that's
That's
sticking
what
up.
when I looked up
Yeah.
clavicular.
It's so fluffy.
Okay, like, all
It's
right.
really far away.
Why are all the
do it.
images for like 140p? Show me a good image.
Specifically Korean, but yeah, that's all he wanted to do.
No, I think I'm gonna fall into the pit. I don't want to fall into the pit. I feel like you can't grasp the depth that well, but there is a pit.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to like take you off the screen for a second, Cheeky. Dude, I think it's crazy that like this guy is like hitting his like face with like hammers and like doing all this like
It's his face
crazy
with
stuff
hammers.
and like doing all this stuff like to look like even like as half as like handsome as I do. Like it's insane. It's like it's crazy.
Literally, I'm always thinking this.
Oh no. No, but
These are
like
the tallest ones so far.
but yeah, no, chat. I'm actually
I
like
could walk in here.
I'm actually like the like goated and like handsome and like this guy he's doing all that just to look like a tenth as like good as I do. So, you know,
Dude, I'm like
No,
a
I'm
coward.
kidding.
I can't step here.
I don't know. I look like a homunculus. Like it's terrifying. Every morning my reflection changes. Which like to be fair, I will say,
You mean you see someone else in the mirror, Zach?
yeah. No, the reflection changes. I don't see someone else in the mirror. The reflection changes.
Uh-huh.
But yeah. This
Dude,
isn't the
I'm,
guy
like,
that tried to
I'm,
look
like, scared
Korean.
There's gonna be, I'm gonna
This
like
is like
step
the
on
different
something
guy.
and it's gonna turn into like methane gas.
But yeah,
What
that's
are
the
you?
that's the
I
collicular.
really want one of these. They're like 12 feet tall. But I'm in like the bog.
Ah, sudden man
And I'm
flash. Oh
scared I'm
no.
gonna step into methane gas.
But yeah,
That'll be fine.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think necessarily what he is doing. I don't know what he's doing, so I'm not gonna like say anything. I like know
yeah, Zach,
barely
he's a really
anything.
bad person.
He is?
Be careful.
What did he
Yes.
do?
I don't know.
Bunch of
I
stuff.
watched a 4-hour video essay about him.
What did he do?
He's bad. He's bad about women, and he's
Oh, yeah. Also, how's the
Never
audio
mind.
chat?
Let me find a better angle.
Also, it's crazy. We're talking about collicular, and then immediately someone comes into chat to troll. That's crazy, dude. The
To
Oh,
literally.
you think John Doe S8R9G, who says, quote, I rub poop on my walls, unquote, is a troll?
Yeah,
Who is trolling on the Mastery or Zach Magnus Archives stream?
it happens
To be
every
fair,
once in a
well,
while.
Like a couple of years ago, Zach told off a 13-year-old in Among Us for using the N-word, and that kid then
True.
got a bunch of bots to like spam his Twitch.
True.
True. Dude, I should get out of here. What if this is like actual sewage? I'm leaving.
Sorry, I'm high. No. It's
Okay.
hi. How are you?
True. I probably showed my town a bunch so far too, but it's fine. It's a generic name.
But yeah, when I say like, is the audio good? Am I like too much louder than Cheeky and Alexiel? Because I had to turn them down so that I could turn the Magnus louder. The Magnus Archives.
I thought you were doing the Breaking Bad theme.
Oh yeah, back to the Magnus
fully
Archives.
qualified skydiving instructor.
Skydiving.
I was happy for him, of course, even though every time he described jumping, it sounded quite dreadful to me.
Yeah.
I had always made it clear that he
I would
was
not skydive.
never going to get me up there,
True.
plummeting through the sky. After that, I didn't see him much. He was home
Dang.
for Christmas and Mother's Day, if I was lucky. But aside from that, it was the occasional phone call or even a postcard if he was running a dive at somewhere far away. I have a small stack of them back home. All I really have to remember him by. I remember he sent me one from Aberystwyth, of all places, not too far
Aberystwyth?
back. And he signed it, with love from your free-falling son.
Your free-falling
I
son.
used to really like that, but now the phrase just makes me shudder. He was happy, though. He was doing what he loved. I tried to hold on to that.
Hmm.
There was no way for me to know that anything was wrong. I mean, nothing was wrong, I'm sure of it. Not until that last time. He came to see me 3 months ago. I was surprised, as June is the height of the season, and his last phone call had seemed to say that he was expecting to be busy right up until winter arrived. Still, here he was, standing on the doorstep, and he looked to be in an awful state. He had deep bags under his eyes, and it didn't look as though he'd washed in some time. Before he'd said anything, I took him inside, sat him down, and started to run a hot bath. Whatever had happened, I told him, could wait until he'd gotten himself together.
He's messing with the skydive mafia.
I think I had the right of it, as once he had cleaned himself up and had some hot food, he seemed a lot more himself than he had been. Still, he spent a good 10 minutes just sat there, staring into space. I asked him what the matter was, whether he'd had an accident or lost his job or something. When I said that, he laughed, an odd sort of laugh, and said that he had lost his job. He'd quit, he said.
See, my patience.
I asked him why. After all, he had always loved the whole business of skydiving, but as I said the word sky, I saw him flinch back, like I had slapped him. So I quieted down and asked him to tell me what had happened. They'd been running a dive up near Doncaster, he said. Some 85-year-old doing a tandem jump for
Alright,
charity
pause.
in memory of his wife.
Yep.
He hadn't been...
Dog, okay. I'm not saying this is, like, the fault of the person. I'm just saying, like, what I would do in this situation.
Oh,
Right?
boy.
If I heard that my son had quit his job at the skydiving thing, and, like, flinched at, like, the word sky, and, like, he quit, and, like, he's, like, looking, like shell-shocked and stuff, someone died on that dive. Someone died on the last dive.
Yeah.
Like, he saw somebody turn into, like, pizza sauce. Like,
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
look what I have.
yo, wait. Yo,
Ta-da!
Cheeky has the thing!
Ta-da!
Whoa!
Hey.
Dude, the thing
You'd
moves
be-
like Sancho's tail.
Yeah.
True.
Dude. That's
Wait.
awesome.
Have it, like, fall through the sky.
Oh, like drop it?
No, you don't have to drop it, but, like, just have, like, the top, like... That's what he saw. That's what he saw.
Oh yeah, this can be for scale.
What are you watching? We are watching
Long
episode
as the
21 of the Magnus Archives. That is actually insane. That's a car.
Yeah.
We're watching the Magnus Archives, but we're also watching... No, this is Cheeky. She's in the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, famous roads in the forest.
Yeah, well, like, I don't know. Roads
I'm in the
can have
forest.
forests. Or forests can have roads.
Get a close up of the tail.
Dude, that's what the person's,
fluffy.
like, face looked like when they splat on the ground.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah. Actually, I'm thinking about it now. I don't think I've ever seen, which, by the way, is not like like bad thing. I'm saying this as a good thing. I don't think I've ever seen a person that has been, like, squashed. Because I'm, like, going into
Yeah.
my, like, mind palace
Yeah,
to,
me
like,
neither.
Mandela catalog
Yeah.
like this as well was best.
which is a good
I've
thing.
never seen someone squashed either, Zach.
Well, like, you know, like, I don't know, people see,
Very
like...
few people have, I'd wager.
Yeah, that's actually fair. I don't know, I feel like... I don't know. Like, it's one of those things where, like... I don't know, the internet has, like, horrifying, gruesome things, but I don't think I've ever seen someone that's been, like, splatted, so... Which is interesting because of
Yeah.
how frequently it happens in, like, movies and stuff. Like, people falling out of the buildings and, like, whoa!
True.
Yeah, so... Well, you've seen Roadkill. Roadkill's distribution is different. Also, I've not seen a human roadkill. Oh, it's like the Mandela Catalog? Yes, it's like the Mandela Catalog.
It is like the Mandela catalog. If
Yeah.
the Mandela catalog didn't get kind of mid later.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, also, all three people in the call have ADHD, so we also like looking at little, like, plants waving
yeah.
in the wind.
So
Yeah,
so
we're just like enamored by
Zach-
this thing that Cheeky has.
yeah, Zach is very recently medicated and Alex is not medicated yet. So they have better coping mechanisms or like masking, I
No.
guess. No, you do. You have better like masking, I guess, than me. Meanwhile, I have been on meds for like almost 20 years. So but now there's a shortage, so I haven't had it for 3 days, and you can really tell because now I'm acting like a 5-year-old.
True.
Okay, let's continue, I guess.
All 3 people have a PhD? If only. No,
What actually doing
ADHD.
the jump with the old
A
man? It was a
hyperactive
significant
attention
enough thing
deficit
that his
disorder.
Okay,
colleagues had
she's...
What the fuck did you just say?
What the fuck did you just say?
I don't know.
Active detention affective disorder? What's that?
I don't know.
Wait, let's see if I can touch these that are all the way over there with my big cattail.
These are cattails. They're just fairly common water reeds, and they're not edible. But don't
And they're
you think they
edible.
ought to be?
Have you guys seen the video where the person puts like the
We would-
cattail in their mouth and like it explodes? It's like
Yes.
that one's
Yeah.
good. Anyways, the Magnus Archives. Sorry,
Okay.
I have to like
85-year-old
minimize
doing a
Cheeky so that I
tandem
can't
jump for
see the
charity in
cattail.
memory of his wife.
These
hadn't been the one
are
actually doing the
cattail.
jump
It's not
with
even
the
a
old man,
cattail, but
it was
it looks
a
like Sancho's
significant
tail.
enough thing that his colleagues
is
had
Sancho
asked him to come up
tail.
as well for support. He'd been coming
Oh,
down
wait,
alone on a solo
Pause,
parachute.
Alexiel.
It all
Yeah.
For some reason, the video is like not playing correctly.
Okay. Now, are you sure that the YouTube video that you're watching to make sure everything's synced up hasn't just gone back a few minutes?
No. I'm not watching I'm watching the thing on the thing, the hyperlink.
Okay. Well, what minute is it currently at?
7 exact.
Okay. Let's see if it syncs up now.
It all started well enough. The flight
Is that
up was
good?
fine, and the old man, who said his name was Simon...
No.
It
Like
was
the
having a
video
great
itself is like the video is not the video, but like the stream of the video on the hyperlink is like lagging. Let me see if I can.
I
Like,
don't know what that means.
It is.
It's lagging.
So like
Yeah,
when it
So
goes.
I understand it's lagging, but Zach's saying it's not lagging. The concept is lagging.
No. I'm saying the hyperlink is lagging.
Okay. Well.
So like
Shall we
I
just
can
close the
here. Let
hyperlink?
me. I'm gonna reload it.
Okay.
Dude, this is like cocaine.
True.
Watching this.
Oh
thing.
wait. There, you guys
I
can
could like
still
get a
see
bird
the.
with this.
Okay. Tell me when to try it again.
Let me pop it out. Why can't I pop it out? Where? Oh, there we go. All right, try it. All right, perfect.
Making jokes and,
Go back like 10
quite
seconds.
frankly, a lot more eager to
Okay.
throw himself out of him to come up as well for support.
True.
He'd been coming down alone on a solo parachute.
Solo parachute.
It all started well enough. The flight up was fine, and the old man, who said his name was
The old
Simon,
man.
appeared to be
Simon!
having a great time, making jokes and, quite frankly, a lot more eager
Frank.
to throw himself out of a plane than almost anyone Robert had ever
Frank?
met before.
So he's gonna kill himself.
Finally, the climb finished, and the door
Wait,
was
pause.
opened to the rush
Yeah.
of
Hold
air.
on. Pause in. Yep.
Ducks.
Oh,
Ducks.
ducks?
Wah, wah,
Wah, wah.
wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, see right there.
Yeah,
Hang on. I see it now. I can point. Ducks.
yeah. I wonder if we'll see any bees out here. Hmm. Wah,
Quack, quack.
wah, wah. Oh, there was a little duck.
Yeah.
I heard it. Wah, 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 wah.
Quack, 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 quack.
Wah.
Okay, I'll leave to end the bit.
Oh no.
Okay.
Harriet
Don't worry,
Fairchild,
Alex.
the instructor, threw himself out of a plane than almost anyone Robert had
But yeah,
ever
this
met
guy's gonna
before.
kill himself.
Finally, the climb finished,
Oh
and the
no.
door was opened to the rush
That's why
of
he's
air.
going on the plane.
Harriet Fairchild, the instructor, readied herself to jump with Simon strapped to her chest.
Oh no.
It was at this moment, Robert said, that the old man turned to him, shouting something.
Uh-oh.
He didn't hear it clearly, but thought it had been, "Enjoy sky blue."
Enjoy sky blue.
He had felt dizzy all of a sudden, almost falling to the floor as Harriet hurled herself and her passenger out of the plane. It passed in a moment, though.
I didn't remember this
And he pushed
episode until
himself
you
out
said
the
that,
door
and then
was greeted by
those
that
words sent like a
familiar
chill on my
plunging
spine.
feeling in his stomach as he began
Enjoy
his
sky
free fall.
blue.
He knew something was wrong almost immediately. He was jumping, he said, from about 10,000 feet, so should have been falling for almost 30 seconds before opening his parachute. But he was having trouble keeping count.
Uh-oh.
The clear blue sky was so bright it seemed to blind him, and the numbers were all jumbled in his
The
head.
numbers?
His balance seemed to be all turned around.
I gotta
Instead, he had
count
to shut
while
his
I'm
eyes
falling?
tight against
I'm
the
dead.
brightness, concentrating
I'm just
to
gonna
keep his
copy and
count.
paste from the Wikipedia page.
That's fair.
No one cares.
He
Yeah.
finished what he thought was 30 seconds.
No one cares.
And went to pull his
Oh,
ripcord.
no.
But as he did, he said,
Uh-oh.
he opened his eyes again and froze. The ground was gone.
That's
I asked him
terrifying.
what he meant. Had he got turned around, maybe? He just shook his head and told me again that the ground had gone. All that there
Infinite
was,
blue
he said,
void.
was that vast, empty blue sky stretching off
Enjoy
before
sky
him.
blue?
But still he was falling into it. It was bright.
This
he
what,
said.
like,
It was
happens
so
when you, like,
bright,
do perception
no
on
sun
the,
in
like,
that sky.
wrong abnormality.
and no clouds for it to hide behind.
Ooh.
Just the empty
Enjoy
blue
sky blue.
sky in all directions as he fell into it.
Wait, Cheeky,
He
have
wanted
the
to pull
camera
ripcord
face
to
all
unfold
the way
his
up.
parachute, but his hand wouldn't close
Oh, I
over the
am.
grip,
Hmm,
so he just fell.
he fell.
Robert was shaking badly at this point, so I got him a blanket and made him another cup of tea. I wasn't sure I believed all what he was saying, but he'd certainly been through something dreadful, I could see that.
Hmm.
I asked him how long he'd been falling like that, and he said he didn't know. His watch had stopped, but it had felt like hours, days even. He had been so hungry, he said, but had just
How
kept falling.
hungry?
He didn't know which direction. There was just that empty sky all around, so it was impossible to tell. Finally, he said, he saw the ground again.
Hmm.
It didn't feel like a change or a sudden difference. He just closed his eyes as he had so often in that place. And when he opened them, it was there.
That is
Green
terrifying.
and sprawling and rushing up towards him. He'd been so relieved he'd almost
Also, hello,
forgotten to
Spooky
deploy his
Sparrow.
parachute. He did, though, and landed safely near the target area. He was greeted by Harriet, who was surprised by how long it had taken him to get down.
That's
She told him it
concerning.
was almost 15 minutes after when he should have hit the ground, and Simon, this old man, and his supporters had already left.
Oh.
It was
And his
obvious something was
supporters?
wrong, and Harriet asked Robert if he was all right. He repeated 15 minutes, just 15, and she told him yes. What had been the problem? Robert quit right there and then, and it was shortly after that he came to see me. Now, obviously, I was a bit speechless at my son's tale. It's hard
Dude,
to say how
imagine
much
being
of it
sent
I
to the blue
thought to
void.
be true. I didn't think he would ever have lied to me about something like this,
Void.
but at the same time, the sort of thing he described, well, I didn't think it sounded like something from a healthy mind.
Hmm.
Let's just say I was thinking the sort of thing you'll be thinking in a few minutes. Point is, I tried to talk him through his problems and his feelings, but the more
She
he talked
read
about it, the more
John Magnus's
agitated he
mind?
became, until at last I decided that we weren't getting anywhere, and I got his old room ready for him. He slept soundly that night, as far as I remember. The next morning was a beautiful day. The
Birds were
sun was
singing,
streaming through the window,
flowers were
and
blooming.
the air was warm
On
and
days
still,
like these,
without it being
kids
as
like
hot as
you
it's been the week before.
should be flying through the
When Robert
blue
finally
void.
woke up, I suggested that we go for a short walk to enjoy the day,
No.
You're
and
blue
hopefully clear
void.
out any of that fear he felt that was still hovering about. He didn't seem to want to go at first. He kept glancing at the cloudless sky, but I promised him a picnic lunch, and that seemed to convince him.
Dude, then he's gonna fly into the sky. He's
That
not gonna be
last
tethered.
hour was one of the happiest I'd ever spent with my son. In the sunlight, the bags under his eyes seemed to disappear, and after a few minutes,
Why
he
did they
even
have to
stopped
hit us
glancing at the
with-
sky all
No.
the time. We walked along, sometimes talking, sometimes silent, and the world seemed to be all right. There's a hill near where I live. It's a gentle, grassy slope, but goes up quite high. You can see it from the kitchen window of my house. That's one of the reasons I'm moving. It was that hill we were climbing when it happened. We had just reached the top, and Robert turned to me with a sudden look of utter terror on his face. I asked him what was wrong. He just screamed and pushed me away. I fell hard onto the ground and could do nothing but watch as my son ran off up the hill. And then...
No.
This is the part I can't put into words. I'm going to try, but whatever you think of when you read this is not going to be what happened. It will just be the closest I can describe before thinking about it too much gives me a migraine. Closest I can say is this. The sky ate him.
Huh?
He didn't fall or fly.
I thought he was gonna fly upwards, like fall upwards.
There wasn't anything in the sky that took him. It wasn't a hand that reached out and grabbed him. It was the sky itself, the whole sky, as far as the horizon I could see, that twisted around and moved like the shifting of sand.
Huh?
It ate Robert. It's the only way I can describe it. Please don't make me do so again. Statement ends.
Pause.
Okay. So, what did you think of that?
Huh?
What happened?
Why'd the
statement
sky
just
eat
ended.
him?
We haven't
No,
done
what
the
I
first statement.
What is that going? What?
The sky
'Cause
ate
the
him.
sky ate him. Zach was expecting this guy to fly into
yeah.
the sky, but no.
Well, that's
I-
basically the same thing, but it still sucks. Dog, it's the happiest day. Why does it always have to happen on the happiest day?
I remembered this episode for the line "Sky ate my Robert."
Yeah.
I did not remember how much the Moira and Robert clearly loved each other. Like he's
Aw.
pushing her out of the way. She saw
Yeah.
that he was upset and made him a nice bath and like set everything up for him and wanted to cheer him up with a picnic. It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
It's not like the cave at all.
No,
True.
it's like the opposite of the cave, where
Yeah.
they had they had a healthy relationship. Like she loved her kid.
Dude, imagine if like it was the heavens and the earth was like swapped in the like stories, and it's like the two sisters like reaching up towards the sky. Take her instead. Take her instead. Take her.
If the caving sisters were in this sort of story, the one that died would have been like pretending to cut the ropes, supporting the other as a joke.
Oh no.
It's
Dude,
so funny.
At least they had a good day. That makes it.
He experienced horrors. He had one good day with his mother, and then they came
Yeah,
back
I don't
for
think
him.
that's like. At least he had a
No.
good day. I don't know.
The
Dude.
sky was nice about it.
No, it wasn't. It ate him.
By giving him a good day, I'd say that was pretty nice.
This guy didn't give him a good day. His mother gave him a good day.
Well, it sat back and watched.
Yeah.
Or perhaps floated up and watched.
Dude, I think that if that was me... Oh, first off, I wouldn't be in this situation because I'm not going skydiving. Like... Why? Dude, what the heck? Enjoy Sky
that
Blue.
for some people, skydiving is like their Limbus company. You know?
Yeah,
Not
but
so easy.
I don't know.
Enjoy Sky Blue.
I don't like that. Hopefully he's not dead. Like, he's probably just like, I don't know.
You want this guy to be falling for forever?
Well,
Yes,
I would
Alex,
want to be
Zach.
falling for forever instead of
Zach
being
would
dead.
want to be falling for
Yeah.
forever.
Sad.
I would rather... okay, like, I don't know.
I don't know, guys. I just don't know.
Okay, what do you think John's going to say about this?
Remember
John's
when
gonna say,
someone
"Oh, I
had
wish
their
I
brother
was
get struck
falling
by a
for
lightning
forever."
bolt? I don't think they purposefully chose to have their brother get struck by a... Did they? Did they go like, lightning, strike him down?
Lightning. People did that in ancient Greece.
True. Zeus, strike this man down.
Zeus would be like, sure.
True. It was an accident. Yeah, like, I don't think you can blame the kid that doesn't know he has, like, weird osmosis powers for accidentally
I love that
activating those
kid.
osmosis powers.
That's my third favorite character.
At least falling would be fun.
Alright, man.
Well, that was what Spooky Sparrow says. Yeah, I don't know.
If you think falling would be fun, you're a prime target for people who want to see if they can enjoy Sky Blue.
No, I don't
see
think
how deep this goes.
I don't
but I
think
don't wanna
like
get
it's
to
that
the tip of
like
my
falling is
thing
fun. It's that like
have
I'm still
sewage on it.
conscious, you know. What if I like I don't know if I exist in the
I don't want it to
sky?
get dirty.
Actually, wait, no. Does the sky like feed him? You might starve to death, actually,
He
or like
mentions that he
dehydrate.
got very hungry.
Yeah.
So it's likely that he would like
That's
starve to death
falling
while
from the
falling.
sky.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah,
did
but you
live
could do
just
like
slightly
the
longer,
like
so Zach still might choose that.
you know like the superhero like dive where you're like just like straight like head first like facing down. You could do that for like probably like a little bit. That would be fun.
See, my ADHD time wasting has made it so it is actually
Yeah, I'm
really
like
dark.
Cheeky. Before we start the next episode, you have to get in like a house. You're gonna like. I don't like this. I don't like this.
I'm like far away. Also, it's not like dark. The sky is like
No, I don't
very
like
blue.
this. The fact that
Dude.
it's not dark makes it worse because this is the perfect ominous lighting.
Yeah.
You like.
I'm not scared. I'm talking to.
I'm scared for you.
Lane. Anyway, I cannot get into a house before next episode. That's gonna take like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Are you gonna at
shall
least
we-
start walking to a house?
I am.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
good.
way
Away
back
from my
there.
house.
I don't know. I don't know where you are. You're in like the
Yeah.
scary area. Cheeky's gonna be
The
Magnus
terrifying
Archives.
area.
Look how that's scary.
Terrifying area. There's a tennis court right there.
Yeah,
Another
this is
tennis
scary.
court.
There's like trees and like stuff.
There could be a man, or worse, a bear.
Or worse, like some sort of like man-bear hybrid. They call him
True.
Bear
Yeah.
Man.
Now, would
Or
the
man-bear.
man-bear hybrid... Hang on, okay, let me think about this. I would say man 1, bear 2, man-bear hybrid 3, honestly. Because I feel like the man-bear hybrid would be kind of...
Is it
I
the
can't see the
mind?
man-bear hybrid being like a predator.
Is it the
Or as in,
mind
like,
of a
yeah,
man in the body of a
sex
bear, or the mind of a
No,
bear
no,
in
no,
the body
no.
of a man?
It's like just like a bit of both.
Oh,
Okay, are you ready for the post statement?
yes.
Did you hear my
Before
scream,
I
or was that
address
too
the
high
central
pitched?
point of
That's
this
too high
statement,
pitched.
namely the question
Oh
of
yeah. Oh yeah, if I
whether
get
the
killed, you wouldn't
sky
even
can
notice because it'd be too high pitched.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I tripped on a rock.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay.
Before I address the central point of this statement, namely the question of whether the sky can eat people, there are a few other facts that need to be addressed.
Oh wait, pause.
Firstly, the company that Miss
Yep.
Kelly stated.
I have to reload this. I'm realizing, because I guess when it pauses for too long, it like doesn't
oh my
like.
god.
I'm running.
This is gonna happen. A
Well,
lot.
no. It's. I think once Cheeky's not streaming, it should be better because it's clearly like an issue on my computer.
Okay, well
is
now
not...
I'm scared. Now there's no lights.
That okay? Yeah, that is.
Cheeky is in the dark.
The dark.
Enjoy
Oh,
night
no.
black.
Okay, well I'm gonna start. The thing is, through the camera, everything looks scarier because everything is a lot darker in the camera, and also I can see my own shadow, and my own shadow looks very scary. So camera, I'm not looking at the camera. I can see a lot more than what's on camera. I promise. I where the camera is like pitch black.
Yeah, it is just pitch black. Oh wait. Oh no.
You guys can see the camera.
Yeah, but it's still like just so ominous.
Doug, where am I? I swear I'm not far from home. It's just I am lost.
Oh no!
I swear it's fine.
Cheeky's on another level.
Wait, Cheeky. Teddy says turn on night mode. Turn on night mode. Activate night vision.
What's night mode?
So you, like, your phone
Night
can like see in
vision?
the dark.
How do I turn on night mode?
I don't know.
You mean the flashlight?
Maybe. I don't know. No, I think there's like a
think-
mode that's like night mode. I don't know.
She's streaming directly to Discord.
Oh, right, it's not like a video. Yeah, that makes sense. Never mind.
So if I point it this way, if I point it this way, you can see the cattail.
True. Alright.
This was entertaining footage as opposed to what's in front of me, which is nothing.
Thank you, ADHD, for this wonderful experience. True. Alright, continue, Alexiel.
Okay.
States Robert worked for, open skydiving.
I might
Open
interrupt.
does not
If I
exist.
interrupt, that's because
Does
I got
not
scared
exist.
and have to talk.
Okay, you did just interrupt just now. So.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
True.
And as far as Sasha's research can determine, never has. It appears in no company register and has no entries within any of the bodies that deal with the immense number of licenses a skydiving business would require.
True.
There were one or two news articles from late 2000 that reference events by Open Skydiving, or sometimes the Open Skydiving School. But whatever they were not an officially licensed business. So either they were lying to Robert Kelly, or he was lying to his mother.
Oh, no.
Not a lot of detail was given about the skydive where Robert Kelly claims to have been transported to an endless sky.
Wait, did they just call him R. Kelly?
But Tim really outdid himself here, and after spending almost a day combing through accident and incident reports for the Doncaster area in June 2002, found one that seems relevant. On the 3rd of June 2002, Joseph Puce reported hearing an impact in the field adjoining his house. Upon investigation, he found a parachute had hit the ground at high speed, partially burying itself in the earth. There was no sign of anybody or anyone who might have been wearing it, nor did it have any logo or label, and in Tim's follow-up interview, Mr. Puce vehemently denied there being any planes or skydiving taking place anywhere near his property. The parachute was unopened. According to police reports, Ms. Kelly attempted to report Robert missing on 7th of June, but it proved difficult due to an absence of any information on friends or residences. In fact, for the 4 years prior, it's hard to find any evidence for Robert Kelly's existence at all. It may just be that he moved around a lot, but it feels like more than that. Ms. Kelly declined our request for a follow-up interview, saying she had no desire to revisit the incident. One other thing bothers me.
One other thing. Ooh.
If Miss Kelly's recollections are correct regarding how Robert described his last skydive, Harriet Fairchild, the instructor, and an old man named Simon. It might just be a coincidence, but I recall the name Simon Fairchild was one of the ones used by... God, Martin, what the hell is... What are these things?
So, what do you think of that?
Dude, Martin poured acid on him. He's gonna kill the John Magnus. Dude. Simon Fairchild. Simon Fairchild. Do we remember that name?
We remember it from this episode because Harriet was also Harriet Fairchild.
Okay. I'm trying to think of like Simon.
Also the what?
He's trying to remember if Simon Fairchild has come up before.
I thought you said something after.
No.
Also, like, Martin brought, like,
him and Harriet.
The goop and, like, threw it at him. Like, he got that, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's this for this stream. We don't even know about the goop.
Good news, I know where I am now.
Hey!
Cheeky's still in the void. Wait, is this the end of the episode?
Yes.
Oh, so he doesn't, like, say, like, anything else? He just says, Martin!
Yeah.
Martin!
Martin, what is that?
Wait, so was the...
I thought after the last pause, I thought that you had started the next episode, and then the next episode is literally 3 minutes long.
So, what do you think next episode is going to be about, Zach?
Let's see, what's next? 22 Colony. Dude, Martin threw ants at him! How to deal with your, rude manager. Throw ants at them.
Dude, this looks like an alien
That's
movie.
terrifying. That's terrifying, Cheeky. I'm so sorry. Cheeky. Cheeky.
What? Cheeky's what?
Cheeky.
He's always going through some shenanigans.
I'm like 10 minutes from my house.
Master Your X streams. The Cheeky subplot. Actually, I'm pretty sure I made that exact joke, like, another time. Like, the Cheeky subplot is like...
Look at this.
Oh my god. Don't die,
It looks like
Cheeky.
aliens are.
It
looks
does!
like aliens are about to land.
It does. Dude, if I went out and it was that dark and I was out alone just exploring, I would get so many missed calls.
Cheeky role-playing as Martin. True. Martin just be doing
I would
things.
get so many what?
Missed calls.
Yeah.
Why?
But instead of
My
ants,
parents would be
it
like,
would be bees.
Oh no, you're gonna get stabbed.
Well, that's what you guys are also like, oh no, you're gonna get stabbed by the man-bear hybrid.
Yeah,
Oh,
well-
you brought up the man-bear. No, you brought up the man and the bear, and I brought up the man-bear hybrid.
Well, actually, Alex brought up the man-bear, like, as in the meme thing.
Did I?
Mm.
I think
And
I
also,
maybe
and
just...
you were, man, I had no part in this. Zach brought up there's a man behind the tree. Then Alex, and then I was like,
I didn't say a
man,
man. I said
and then
like a
Alex was
figure.
But would you be more scared
Did I
of a
say
bear?
that?
And then we
like a
started joking
figure.
about the man-bear
I think I said
and then
someone.
Zach said man-bear hybrid.
Well, because I didn't imagine like a man coming from behind the tree. I imagined like a spindly like demon figure, like a spindly like woodland demon.
Dude, Zach was imagining the Slender Man.
Yeah, kinda, but like
don't make me imagine the Slender Man. I was like, the most I was scared of was like a normal man, not even a man that like wanted to hurt me, just like a man walking past that would scare me because I'm like jumpy. I wasn't even imagining a normal man that wanted harm, and Zach's here imagining demons coming after me.
Yeah.
Dude, Zach is more scared.
Dude, this is
of
where the
whatever-
alien landed. This is where the alien landed.
That is where the alien landed.
True.
It looks like an alien yellow waterfall.
True.
Again,
Dude.
I can see more than what I am seeing through the camera.
Yeah. Zach is like, you're just out there. You're not that scared. Zach is like, not only scared for you because he thinks there's the Slender Man after you, but also scared for himself.
True.
Because he thinks the Slender Man will get him
Also,
as well.
and also scaring me more.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. Anyway, I'm now at the road. Crisis averted. I'm not going to be looking at my screen because I'm at the road.
Bigfoot's scary. Dude, if I saw a Bigfoot, I'd like punch him. I'm not losing a Bigfoot. Dude, he's like 100 years old. I just like...
It's big.
Yeah, but like, I'd like throw a rock at him. Actually, no, Bigfoot would be scary. Yeah.
Stuff.
I'd hit him with my copper pipe.
Dude, it was a good choice to wear a white coat. I'm not scared that I'm gonna like not be seen by a barreling car.
A barreling car?
Oh no. A bear car hybrid. What is
A
behind
bear
me?
car hybrid.
Oh.
Dude, that's the type of stuff we be making in Horsey Game. Can Bigfoot dropkick someone? That would, yeah, that's probably instantly kill somebody. You better win that fight. Why hasn't someone just shot Bigfoot? Like, doesn't Bigfoot like creep around people's campsites? Isn't he like kind of like a creep?
Because it's not real.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's crazy. People want to like just hunt and shoot Bigfoot.
I thought he was. I thought he like
creature.
creeped on like people's like tents and stuff, and like watches them when they sleep.
What?
What?
Well, why are people scared of Bigfoot? I thought he like came up to people's
Because
campsites
it's a
and like
scary
watches them.
creature.
It's like a
Well, but why is he
creature, yeah.
scary? I thought he like.
Because
He's
they
not
don't know what
really.
it is, and people are scared of
Also,
the unknown. Even though
I
it's
thought
a
he
man
like
in a
stalked
fursuit.
you, and like you'd find like the footprints
people,
outside your
I
tent.
feel like people aren't really like scared.
No, I
of
think you're
Bigfoot.
thinking of something else.
Oh,
I don't think many people are like terrified of Bigfoot as like a concept.
oh.
Yeah. I think you're
It's not-
thinking of
not like
a
a
thing
fancy
that
thing.
you're not supposed to say the name of, but everyone does because they don't know that. So I'm not going to say it, and I'm not.
What?
Give you-
I have a question. Why are
Give me
you
a
not
guess.
supposed to
Always
say
keep
the
them
name
guessing.
of that?
Culturally, it's like if you say
Yeah.
it, it's
Well, but isn't that like isn't that also like the devil? Like you're not supposed to say the
No.
devil because like
No.
you can say the word devil.
Yeah.
you're not supposed to
You're
say
not
like
Culturally,
oh
it's really bad to say it. Like, and they
Yeah.
don't, and they also
It like
crucially
summons
they don't
it,
like
and
it when
it's like-
other people say it either.
Yeah.
Okay,
like
that makes sense.
a sensitivity thing. No, I think you're thinking of that thing though.
Yeah, people just want to like are scared of Bigfoot because for the same reason they'd be scared of any bear.
I thought people were always more
Yeah.
curious than scared about Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna go this way because I don't want to go on the main road.
Wait, is it the skin thing? Is that the
That's so
thing?
my coin.
That's another one that you're not supposed to say the name of, I
Yeah.
think. But I was talking about the one that starts with a W, and everyone always puts them together.
The Wabbajack?
Yeah, the Wabbajack.
Yeah.
Well, no, I know it's not the Wabbajack, but
For all
like
we know,
it's
that's
the
exactly
Yeah,
what it's
yeah,
called.
yeah. That one you're not supposed to say the name of.
Why?
And that one does like follow and because it
just
like
told
summons. We just told you it's a
Because it
cultural
summons
thing.
it. Oh, okay. But like that's the same with like Bloody Mary and stuff.
Oh my god,
Okay, but-
Bloody Mary isn't. No one gives a shit.
Dude, I remember.
Okay, Zach.
Hold up.
I need you to
Zach, you
understand.
cannot be arguing this.
I'm just
Zach,
confused.
Bloody
I'm
Mary?
confused.
Okay, think of it as there's cultural stuff and there's like cultural stuff that you can play around with, like Bloody Mary.
Okay, Zach,
There's
you know how you're
cultural
not
stuff
supposed to
that's
draw
like
images
extremely
of Muhammad?
important. To
Of
say
yeah,
that
of
What is it?
Muhammad.
I don't know, whatever. You know,
So
you're not supposed
you
to do
need to
that.
be respectful
Same
of the
concept.
stuff that is
Just don't do it.
extremely important to the culture. Whereas you can
Oh,
mess around with Bloody Mary.
okay. That makes sense, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank God for saying that.
Well, I was just like confused because like I don't know. I didn't know if it was like you're not supposed to say it like if you're like in the culture or like
We
It's
told
fine
you they
otherwise.
don't want other people saying it either.
well I
Yeah.
just like
They
clarification.
don't want
I guess.
people
I don't
making
know.
like a joke out of it because it's like a huge cultural fear. Like
You see, this is great because Zach is scared of the Fae.
True.
Zach's like, don't invoke the Fae. And then Zach's acting confused. with
Well,
it.
then I
I
invoke the
think I'm on
Fae.
the wrong
Like,
one.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, this is not the street that I thought I was on. Why have I never checked street names?
What if I'm like trying on purpose to like summon it so that I can fight it?
okay, so
Zach,
it is a
shut up.
representation of human greed and desperation of starvation. You cannot fight it. That's not the sort of creature it is.
Human
I
greed
hope-
and desperation of
I hope
starvation.
something else comes and kills Zach right now.
I don't want to die. I'm just like I don't know.
Zach,
Shut up. This is not a good topic
yeah,
to
it is
be
a
on. We have
closed
3
culture
white
thing.
people.
Okay. Well, I was just I'm not like criticizing it. I'm just trying to learn. I'm trying to learn.
Dude, I'll talk to you about it after the stream.
Like, we're not the people to be
Oh,
teaching you
no.
either.
Yeah.
I just want to like know
Again.
things.
We're 3 white people.
Dude, that sounds like a horrible podcast. 3 white people.
I
that
think
sounds
that's
like
every
every
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah, that's like
Yeah.
every podcast. But like, yeah, the
Yes,
thing
it's
from
on
Until
Google.
Dawn.
Yes.
And no,
Oh,
Until Dawn did not do it justice. Dude,
Also,
most-
that one fucking YouTuber's name.
yeah.
hmm.
Also, every
Who's
time
the
they're
real
depicted with
monster
like
of
antlers and stuff,
mouthwash
they
thing?
do not have antlers in the actual like mythology.
Oh, interesting.
The antler thing was just added. I think people just wanted to make a scary
The
monster,
Magnus Archives.
and then googled like Native American monsters and named it
That's
that.
crazy.
But a deer monster is just a deer monster.
Wait, so
So-
is this
Magnus
is the
Archives.
skin because I'm trying to learn so that I can like
Okay,
not
Zach,
say the like things. Is
Zach,
the
just don't say
skin
either. We can talk about this after the stream when I can more easily Google things. Okay, man.
okay? Yeah, because like
Okay.
Yeah, need to
I
get
think
home.
I've said like the skin one before, but I want to
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
It doesn't matter. You're
No,
not. You're not.
but shut up.
Okay.
You're not gonna get arrested for.
Well, I'm not saying that I'm gonna get arrested. I just want to like be like nice.
Okay, but you're not
Okay,
gonna
so-
need to say it in the next 2 episodes, so.
Hey, we're walking past the house of my clients right now, so don't make me say anything cringe.
You're walking by the house?
Good one, Zach.
Rusty Quill presents the Magnus Archives.
Oh wait, this episode's actually the volume's correct, so I can like. This last episode was just quiet.
Oh, actually, let me pause real quick. Zach, get out your tinned mandarin oranges that you got.
Oh yeah, chat. Hold up. Let me.
Chat, I said peaches. Somehow he misheard it as
Yeah, I
mandarin
might
oranges. It
have
has
like
the same appeal.
I might have like like not only Lexia and Calclia, but like
This audio.
also like audio distortions. Distortion? Hold up.
Yeah.
Distortion?
But yeah, I have
believe
a can of mandarin oranges in light syrup.
Okay, cool.
Dude, this is the street where the kids
Because
who find the alien
Alexiel,
live
right
on.
after, by the way, the previous episode being the like meat one, I'm pretty sure, or like whatever. And
Burger.
Alexiel's like, oh yeah, you gotta like eat canned mandarins.
I will tell you, nothing gross involving the food that you'll be eating happens, so it should be fine.
Oh wait,
It's just so you can put yourself in a character's shoes.
fruit.
Yeah, it's like having a hot dog for Factor 5.
Ah!
Yeah.
Sorry,
What
the
the fuck
mandarins
was that?
attacked me. Well, I was like trying to peel. It's like one of those tin lids where you have to like peel it off, and then it was stuck at the end. So I was like trying not to like peel it off too much, because then it'll like explode at me, and then it exploded at me.
Okay, let's go.
Episode 22.
22.
Colony.
Oh wait, hold up. I'm gonna have to reload the thing.
Okay, I'll pause.
Cheeky, is it okay if I turn off your stream now?
Yes, actually, I'm almost home, and I don't want to
Yeah.
somehow leak my address.
Yeah, that like that. I'm realizing as well. Like,
Bye-bye.
all right, here's Clilicular again. All right. We should be good now.
Cool. Yep, we're good. I'll put this down as an instant for Martin, actually.
Dun dun.
Martin, are you sure about this?
I just want to make a statement about what happened to me. I mean, it's what we do.
No, what we
Martin.
do is research statements, usually those made by liars and the mentally unwell.
No.
Well, I need to tell someone what happened, and you can vouch for the soundness of my mind, can't you?
No.
That is beside the point.
If you're that worried about it, it
silent.
doesn't need to be an official statement. I want a record of it.
Fine, you're right, I suppose. Statement of Martin.
Wait, Alexiel,
Blackwood,
can you turn up the volume a little bit
archival
more?
Assistant at the Magnus
I
Institute.
can't, it's Arthur, so
dang.
you have to do it.
He was
But
like
you
so
did
much
earlier.
louder earlier, and then he like got quiet again. Actually, is it okay, chat? Does it sound fine? Or maybe it's because he's talking to Martin, like off to the side.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Okay, yeah, never mind. All right, continue.
London, regarding...
A close encounter with something I believe to have once been Jane Prentice.
recorded
Pause.
direct.
Do you remember who that is?
Jane Apprentice.
Jane Prentice.
Gina Prentice.
Jane Prentice. I do not.
Okay. Do you remember the Worm STD episode?
Oh, yeah! I do.
Direct
So that's
subject, 12th March 2016.
that's what I'm eating,
Statement.
chat.
Well, look in your notes.
Wait, pause.
Well,
Yep.
Are you making me eat the mandarin oranges when we're on like the STD worm episode.
No.
What would that have to do with the STD worms?
Yeah, the oranges have nothing to do with the worms. Don't worry.
I don't know, because
You will
like
not think the
they're
oranges
like
are gross.
slimy. I don't know.
No.
No,
The
you're
worms
not
are
gonna
like
think the
maggot
oranges are gross.
sized. It's like completely different. Don't worry.
Dude, these things are maggot sized.
Have you ever seen a maggot before?
No, it's like the little
Dude,
bits
what
in the
fucking
like mandarins.
horror show world is Zach living in? Sorry, there's a third car in my driveway.
Uh-oh.
Who's this? Who is gonna see me walking home at like 9 p.m. with a gigantic cattail in my hand?
And like talking to people.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna have
whispering
one of these
now.
mandarins. Hold up.
Okay, bye for a sec.
Okay.
That's terrifying. Mandarins.
Yeah.
I'm like very nervous because like Cheeky just disconnected and I'm like, oh no. Anyways. Be Cheeky. Think about it. It's like quiet now. I'm like terrified.
Okay, are you ready to continue the episode?
Yeah. I mean, should we wait for Cheeky? Since it'll just be like
it's fine.
A
Okay.
couple of weeks ago, you were looking into that statement about
Oh my
the
gosh, I have to
spider that
reload.
wouldn't go away.
Okay.
I don't know why it keeps doing this. What if I... Here, actually, what if I... do this? Here. I'm gonna... This might take a little bit. I'm gonna close all the tabs. Open the whole thing again. But this time I'm just going to have the Magnus Archives on it. Like, just the thing. And then I'll have the notes on, like, a different thing. And this way, hopefully, the Hyperbeam doesn't, like, lag every time.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready again.
Give me just a second more. Or, like, just, like, more than a normal, like, I'm loading it from the crash.
Yeah, that's fine.
The spiders. Actually, I'm realizing the songs are kind of like the same. Think about it. And then dude, just like the Goosebumps. Alright. Does it work now? Let's see.
Okay, ready to try?
Hold up. I have to just
Victory, I think his name was.
16.
Sorry. This should just take... Alright, we're good.
Okay.
Alright.
Statement begins.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, you were looking into that statement about the spider that wouldn't go away. Carlos.
Do you remember that episode, Zach?
Yes, of course I remember the spider that wouldn't go away.
And how one of his first memories was being
yeah,
being attacked by baby spiders.
I remember the spider, the first memory. Yep, that's my first memory.
Vittery, I think his name was. I knew there was something not right about the whole thing from the off. I said it probably wasn't natural, him dying and being encased in web when he was found, and I stand by that. though it wasn't anything to do with spiders that ended up after me. Almost wish it had been.
No.
I like spiders, big ones at least. You know the
No.
ones that you can see some fur on.
No.
I actually think they're sort of cute.
Please
No.
stick to the statement, Martin.
Right. So, you asked me to investigate that flat that he lived in down in Boothby Road, and that's what I do. I take the Northern Line up to Archway and walk the rest of the way down there. It's still quite early then, and I find the building easily enough. It looks just like Mr. Vittery said it did in his statement. And there's a big, thick door on the front, and it looks like it leads into the hall and then to the flats. Obviously, it's locked, so I try the buzzers, but nobody's answering, and I figure they're probably all out at work.
Like a bee.
I didn't want to come back to you without due diligence, though. I've learned that lesson.
Hold on.
I have a look around the place.
Did mine just say that he pressed the buzzer and then you went, buzzer, a bee?
Yeah.
Dude, that rules. That's cracking me up.
To see if there's another way I could go in.
I can't be the only one where like a thing happens and then
Sure
people
enough,
go,
as I walk around,
you're
I
this animal.
spy a basement window that's slightly ajar.
Ajar?
It isn't much, but I reckon I can squeeze through it if I try. As I get closer, though, I notice there's something on the ground nearby. The sunlight catches on it, and at first I think it must be a screw or a little piece of metal that someone's thrown away. I get closer, and I see that it looks more like a worm of some sort. It's maybe an inch long with a silver segmented body that goes black at one end, almost like it's been burned. It's very still, so I kneel down to have a look, and as I get closer, it begins to twitch. Its darkened head twists towards me, and it starts to writhe in this kind of eerie way, moving along the ground very fast and straight at me.
I don't like that.
To be honest,
that's what the spider did.
I freaked out a bit. I leapt to my feet and I just stamped on it before I had a chance to really think about what I was doing.
True.
I felt it pop beneath my shoe with a faint cracking sound like stepping on an eggshell. Thick black slime started to ooze from where I stepped on it. Now, obviously I was pretty disgusted by the whole thing, so I take a moment to scrape off what's left of it and check around for any more. There's none that I can see, so after composing myself for a couple of seconds, I continue on my way into the basement. The window was small. Quite a tight squeeze for me, I mean. I'm not exactly the smallest guy in the world, I know, and it's only once I'm inside that I realise it's only at ground level for the outside, so I take a bit of a tumble onto the basement floor. Luckily, I get away without hurting myself and start to have a quick look around the room. It's pretty big, and it looks like it goes under pretty much the whole building, but the light from the window doesn't get very far inside, so most of the place was very dark. And I realise that I don't have any sort of torch with me, and I can't see any light switch on the nearby wall, so I've no real way of looking around. I almost decided to turn around and try to climb out back the way I came.
Is he breaking and entering, by the way?
The place had a really bad feeling to it. Like there was this musty smell, and the air was dusty and thick. And also, you're going to think I'm an idiot when I say this, but I didn't like the way my shadow moved.
Pause.
The light from the window behind me cast it pretty clearly.
Dog, this is what happened to Cheeky like 5 minutes ago. Oh no. Dude, Oh, also, is the audio of, like, the Magnus Archives good? Can you guys hear it? Because I don't want it to be, like, not good. Because it's a little quieter this episode. Or it was initially a little louder, and then I made it quieter, because that was the normal volume, but then Martin talks quieter.
I never make notes about the arachnophobia episode? That's crazy.
Huh? We didn't make notes?
I can't find...
Well, because we were in VR.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I'll need to make notes for that eventually, so...
Oh, no.
Because this episode connects to it, obviously.
Cheeky lives? Where?
I assume in Discord?
I don't know. Well, but yeah, this is what I was saying with, like, the Cheeky, like, the shadows.
Yeah, she just sent, she told the stuff you can't see channel that she's alive with
True.
her cats. Okay.
Cheeky lived. But how do we know that that's Cheeky?
Because she's playing with her giant cat tail with her cats.
That's true.
Trying to grab it.
That is what Cheeky would do.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. Continue.
Clearly on the floor, and looking at it, I swear the edges seemed to move. It was like an undulation, like they were being shifted.
Yep.
Hold up. Try giving me access again.
Okay.
Because every time it pauses, it like does the thing where like it doesn't like play properly.
Hi, Cheeky.
Hey.
Hello, Cheeky. Cheeky lived.
Hey, I said I was walking. I said, okay, bye. I'm like in my driveway. And then people were like, oh no, did Cheeky die? Is that why Cheeky went silent? Is it because Cheeky died after she said she's gonna she's gonna stop recording because she's in her driveway?
Well, yeah, but like that's scary. Also, yeah, something is just up today because like here, Alexia, look at the like stream. Oh wait. Oh, it snapped back in. Never mind. All right, I guess it just has like bouts of like not wanting to. All right.
The window behind me cast it pretty clearly on the floor, and looking at it, I swear the edges seemed to move. It was like a.
Yeah. I got home from the dark forest before the episode that involves the forest.
Something. I mean,
which is a win in my book.
I know you hate the word, but it was really spooky.
Spooky.
Look, anyway, that was when I saw the bottom of the stairs leading up, and I didn't waste any time heading up them. The door at the top wasn't locked, so I find myself in the ground floor hall of the building.
He's just breaking and
And
entering.
I'll admit it was a real relief to get out of that place and into the well-lit main building. I could have left at that point. Probably should have, but I decided to try one more time to see if I could talk to the current occupants of Mr. Vittery's old flat. Due diligence and all that. So I head up to number 4 and give a few knocks on the door. I didn't expect anyone to be in, but the door's opened by an old woman in a headscarf. I tried to ask her some questions.
He's in their house and he's asking if he's knocking on the door?
No, pause, hold on. Pause it. I'll pause it.
She just shook her head.
Oh, I just paused it.
He did break and enter. At the moment, what he's doing is because he's at like a block of flats, so he's just like questioning people at their doors.
Oh.
So he's not breaking and entering into their homes. He's just like in the building when he shouldn't be. But he did break and enter into a basement.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
He's not harassing random women.
He just like opens their like home doors and like knocks on their bedroom door, like
Yeah. Yeah, very different situation. We don't have to deal with a character doing that till season 3. Okay, continue. I gave you back the remote.
Oh, okay, yeah. I had to turn both you guys down just a little bit.
Head and pointed behind me, closing the door unceremoniously.
Dang.
Turning round, I see a large, dark-skinned man in a very nice-looking suit eyeing me with a bit of suspicion. He introduced himself as Yasir Kundi and said he owned the building, and became slightly more cooperative after I lied to him and told him that one of the upstairs residents had buzzed me in. I told him why I was there, although obviously I didn't mention breaking in or the institute or what we do, because I find people often don't understand or respect that out in the real world. I just said that following Mr. Vittery's death, I was looking into some aspects of his history, and did he remember anything about the time he was a tenant? Mr. Kundi was about as helpful as you might expect. Told me Carlos Vittery had lived there, seemed weird, always shut himself up, but was never a problem, paid his rent on time. Used to have a cat, but it now lived with the Sanderson couple in number 2.
Cat. Oh yeah, the cat.
He was genuinely surprised to hear about the death, but wasn't able to shed any sort of light on it. It wasn't a lot, really. Still about as much as I might have expected, so I headed back to the Institute and updated you on what I'd found. And, well, as I'm sure you're aware, that was the last time I saw you before I disappeared.
Disappeared.
I was heading home when I got to thinking, and I was worried I hadn't really done enough investigation for you, since I got so freaked out by the basement and all. And then I remembered that I'd seen quite a lot of spider webs in the brief time I was down there, and maybe I should check it out again.
The small
I mean, like I said,
enemy
I'm not
spider.
really afraid of spiders, so I went back for another look. It was dark when I got to Boothby Road, but I saw that the basement window was still open. I'd made sure to bring a torch this time, and after a quick check to make sure nobody was watching, I climbed inside. I knew right then that I'd made a huge mistake.
Uh-oh.
The air was just as musty as it had been before, but it seemed warmer than it had been, which was strange, because outside it was a cold February night. I turned on my torch and shone it around, but was disappointed to see that all those spider webs that I remembered seemed old and unremarkable. If there were spiders there, none were easily seen, and for a second I thought that the only interesting part of my return trip was that it would land me in prison if I wasn't careful. Then I heard movement from the other side of the basement.
Dog, if I can hear a spider, like if I literally had to look up to make sure there wasn't one above me. Dude, if I can hear a spider, I'm like I don't know, I'm burning the place down. Like,
see, there's like an established spider sound. I think, okay, never mind. I was gonna say that. I think I'm just thinking of Minecraft.
yeah.
But anyway, there's like, I don't know, people will like think of like spider sounds. They don't make sounds.
Exactly. Like, dude, if a spider's making a sound, I'm terrified. That means it's like
Captain
big
Martin's
enough to
not
have
scared of
impacts
spiders.
that like ripple and
Yeah.
like cause sound waves. Like, that's terrifying. I don't want a spider to have a sound
I want to
wave.
switch to my headphones because then I'm gonna sound bad. So can anyone tell me where we are in the episode so I can look up the word on the transcript?
Movement from the other side of the basement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it could just be like a guy in the basement. Like if there's a dude in the basement, dude, that's scary. Like if there's
But
like
what if there was a bear?
Well, there's about to be a dude in the basement because Martin's going in there.
True. But like, I feel like a
True.
bear wouldn't be that scary in a basement because like once you get to the basement door, it's not going to be able to get through. Like you can just run
they have to
out of
get
the
in
basement.
somehow.
They
Was Martin the one voicing it? Hell
they
yeah.
yeah, it's Martin.
It's Martin.
The Martin Archives. Also, I will say, Martin's voice juxtaposes how, like, Archives John
Yeah.
Magnus sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Martin's like normal and John's like Magnus.
The
Archives.
Magnus Archives. The Magnus. Anyways.
Sorry, what exactly was the line?
Movement from the
Oh,
other
basement.
side of the basement.
Ah.
Just a rustling, really.
A rustle.
I didn't want to check it out. I really didn't. I've catalogued and looked into enough of these cases to know that following the noise is always a really, really bad idea. But, I mean, it's my job, isn't it? So I slowly moved towards it, keeping my torch held in front of me like a shield. The beam was so much weaker than I had thought it was, and it only lit up the stark outlines of the shelves and detritus that littered the basement. The movement had stopped, or at least I couldn't hear it anymore, and I'd almost made up my mind to just turn around and leave when
I would
the torch
leave.
fell across.
I would not have this job in the first place.
Human figure.
I would leave. I would simply hit the bricks.
A human
It appeared
figure.
to be a woman. She was facing away from me, apparently staring at the corner of the.
That's the Blair
What if it was
Witch.
a woman?
That's the Blair Witch.
What if it was a woman?
That's the Blair Witch.
Yeah, this is the
I'm
she
running.
from Freefall on My Colony to like shh.
True. That title was property of Cheeky Chelldos, by the way.
True. We never considered if there was a woman in the basement. Maybe we're bad people.
Dude, this is the Blair Witch. This is what like happened. I wonder what would happen if you like threw a like block of ice at the Blair Witch's like head. Like I'm imagining that in my brain now. Like, oh, actually, doesn't the Blair Witch not show up in the Blair Witch Project? Actually, I've never seen the Blair Witch Project. Isn't it just like a dude standing in the corner?
Well, I imagine it's a woman because
no, it's like their friend. It's like their friend. Like he's like possessed. What if I just got a big, like 1 meter by 1 meter square block of ice and I just chucked it into like his head? Like, think about that. Dude, it's crazy. Like, my brain can like just generate like videos sometimes. It's crazy. It's like you know those like AI generated videos? My brain can just do that. Like I'm real, but like it's not like on command. It's only like when it wants to. Like it had to generate the block of ice thing. I didn't get to choose. But yeah, anyways.
The wall. Her hair was long and black.
They took Doki Doki Literature Club off the Google Play Store.
Huh? Why?
Because it's problematic.
Dog, nothing like even happens in that game.
I know.
Dog, I hate that I got Doki Doki Literature Club spoiled to me. Literally, somebody in class was like, hey, look at this game. It's kind of crazy. And they show me an image, and it's like Sayori, like the spoiler alert for Doki Doki Literature Club. It's Sayori, like, hung herself. And I'm like, dang.
That's the only image that, like, happens in Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, but it wasn't even that one. It was the black and white one.
Well, it's the same image.
But yeah, like that ruined my thing because now I can't play the game. And it makes me upset. I mean,
that's not like the plot of the game. Yo, you should play my hentai game, which is like Doki Doki Literature Club if it was good. Remember when Zach was seriously considering it, though?
Yeah.
That was cute.
Oh, no.
You have to wade through a lot of incredibly bad hentai to get to the part that's good.
That's true. The part that's good is since the start, and then randomly it'll be interspersed with bad hentai.
Yeah.
But not even that bad, okay, in retrospect, because remember I was telling you that story the other day where I was in like a weird mood, and I forgot how bad normal hentai is. The stuff in that game, honestly, not that bad.
Dude, it's like 20 minutes
not
of
that
text
bad.
that's just sound effects.
Yeah, but
really
at least
bad.
you could skip it, and at least it doesn't look like that.
Okay.
Anyway, can I read like 2 sentences from the statement? It says, I'm so sorry, Alex. Doki Doki Literature Club is widely celebrated for portraying mental health in a way that meaningfully connects deeply with players around the world, helping them feel heard, understood, and less alone on their journey. It does?
It does?
It does if you're a very specific type of mentally ill and 15 years old, I think.
True.
Probably. More like 13.
Yeah.
Middle ground, 14.
Widely celebrated for portraying mental health.
It's celebrated.
I mean, okay, the villain is the one that like makes light of mental health. So I'm not saying it's like negative about it, but I don't know if it's like positive.
Wait, is this like a petition to get it back on the Google Play Store?
It's just like a developer letter.
Why did it get removed from the Google Play Store?
Because it's problematic, and we live in Trump's America.
That's like Doki Doki Literature Club is the most like watered down like problematic thing like ever. Like, what do you mean?
I know.
It like nothing happens.
We know.
Dog.
We know.
It's like okay, maybe in like 2012 or whenever it released, like that was like groundbreaking.
People. It never ends at porn. It never ends at like LGBT stuff. It keeps going until like everything is gone except like
yeah, but like
Christian media.
Did they remove all the other stuff first? Because it seems like they jumped the gun and just went for...
Doki Literature Club is popular, you see.
They just hate Doki Doki Literature Club.
All you need to understand, Zach, is they're not doing this because like they genuinely believe in anything. They're doing it for control. So they're going for popular things rather than obscure weird shit.
Obscure, like genuinely. Like,
why didn't they go for like Deltarune first?
There's not much media that's genuinely harmful, but you know, even media that like normies would say
because
it's
easy. the reason they don't go for Deltarune first is because Deltarune is
What
like
the fuck is What the fuck is in Deltarune, Zach?
I don't know.
Yeah. because Zach, well, the reason that it's getting censored in general is not because they care. The reason it gets support is because they make an outrage out of it, and then other people who do care but they don't understand it are like, oh yes, that must be bad then.
Imagine getting outraged about the existence of Doki
I
Doki
know.
Literature Club. That's like
Portrays child suicide and self-harm.
okay.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay. Like that's it's a horror game. Are we gonna get mad at like it for
Also, they're
portraying
18.
creepy clowns?
They're 18 guys. They're all 18, so it doesn't matter. Natsuki is 18 too. It doesn't matter.
Dog, Five Nights at
well.
Freddy's portrays scary animatronic costumes. We gotta.
Five Nights at Freddy's could
And
get.
I'm sure they're gonna ban Five Nights at Freddy's if this keeps going too. Don't you
Which
worry.
is crazy because, like, dog, what? Like,
The Magnus Archives is a podcast.
The Magnus Archives, dude, they're gonna have to archive Doki Doki Literature Club so people can still play it.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
I don't
Dude,
give
Alex.
a fuck about Doki Doki Literature
Doki
Club.
Doki Literature Club gave me
It's 2 a.m.
I had to read that
scopophobia.
sentence. That shit was crazy.
You did.
The
but
fear
it
of
is-
eyes or being stared at.
Eyes.
Eyes.
Eyes?
True. I don't know. I also kind of have that, but like not at the same time. Because like you guys are looking at me right
Dude,
now.
there's a word for that. Tumblr
but,
loves
like,
tagging anything in the world as it.
Like I'll have like dreams where I'll be like, oh, I'm streaming, but like my webcam turns on and I don't have my like sunglasses on, and it's terrifying.
Okay, well, that's
It
not
really
good.
is
That's
an
not
odd
good.
choice of like hobby/career that
I
Zach
know.
wants to stream.
What? I'm not
It's-
like scared. I just don't like. What do you mean?
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
You're
imagine me trying to
terrified
do
of
anything
people
else.
seeing your eyes.
Zach, listen to me, Zach.
That's because
Your-
I have to
your
wait till
dream
a
in
million
life-
subscribers.
Zach, listen to me, Zach. Your dream in life is to be a public figure.
Yeah.
You are terrified of people seeing you.
Yes, but once I'm a public figure, once I have the like economic power backing my public figureness, it's like easier to like
That's
once
not how it.
I
Zach,
don't
not
think
how
that's
it
true,
works.
Zach.
That's just not how it works.
I just really
'cause
don't think that's gonna be true.
I don't know. Like if once I get to like a million
Zach, there are
subscribers.
popular faceless YouTubers. It's fine.
Well, yeah, but like also there's stuff that I want to do once I get to a million subscribers that would like be able to like have my face in it and stuff. It's just that like,
Zach.
well, it's just like I don't know if someone okay, think about it like this: if
Chad,
someone
how old do you think Zach's gonna be when Zach gets a million subscribers?
it's gonna happen next year. If you guys subscribe, share this video with all your friends, people on Tumblr, people on Blue Sky.
Dude, we need to get it. We need to get Zach into like Minecraft or something, like a game that gets views.
True.
No, that's the thing.
Minecraft does not get views.
He
Limbus
doesn't
company.
think exposure therapy will help him. He thinks that when he's famous, he will then be immune to people doxing him.
No,
Yeah.
it's just I have the economic like stability to be able to like do something about
What-
it. Like I can
How
move.
does money help?
I can move.
What would you do?
I can move.
Okay,
If
but-
someone comes to my house and swats me, I can move. I can't do
well,
that
only
now.
if you survive the swatting. What?
Well, yeah. But then, like,
Dude,
What do you mean, well,
Alex,
yeah?
Alex, we know he's out of his damn mind. Magnus Archives is a podcast.
Alright, Magnus Archives is a podcast, Zach.
dude, if they like come in and try to swat me, I'm just
Who
gonna lie on the
cares?
floor.
Who cares?
Oh no.
Though it was so twisted and dirty, it was hard to tell if that was its original colour. She wore a threadbare grey overcoat, though beneath it her legs were bare, and covered with what I at first thought were spots.
Spots.
In her right hand she held a stained green handkerchief. She stood there, totally still, either not noticing the torchlight that was shining on her or not caring. I didn't move a muscle. Then, with a quick, jerky movement, she brought the handkerchief to her face and coughed. I mean, I call it a cough because that's what it looked like.
Yeah, I'd run.
It didn't sound like a cough. It was more like you know, in a nature documentary, when the lion's caught something and it's ripping it apart, that noise of wet meat. Yeah, it was like that. I saw something drop from the handkerchief onto the floor. It's about an inch long, silver, and it wriggled as if
The bugs.
I screamed. I'm not ashamed to admit it, though looking back, I really wish I hadn't. Her head snapped towards me and she locked eyes with me. Her pupils seemed ragged and collapsed, and when she smiled, her teeth were chipped and blackened. I started to stagger backwards, expecting at any moment for her to lunge at me.
Okay.
But instead, she slowly...
I'm so sorry. You can't yell and then not move. You gotta either yell and then flight, or yell and then fight. Like, you gotta,
Why
like...
didn't he have the right panic response?
Well, I'm just like, if you become a deer in the headlights, then you're gonna get hit by a car. Like, you gotta... That's what I'm just saying! Like, I'm trying to help!
Why the fuck did I just call Zach Dad?
Oh no!
Oh no. But, like, I don't know. I think that, like, you gotta... I'm not saying this is, like, a fault of his characters.
You can recover.
I'm just saying, like...
that was.
Yeah, you can't... I'm just, like, trying to help people in chat if this ever happens to them.
Zach, Zach, when you're in a fight or fight response, you don't think about what you're doing.
This is why you gotta rehearse it.
Idea.
This is why you gotta rehearse it.
Even if you rehearse it, that doesn't mean that what you've been planning to do will happen.
Oh,
Zach,
wait, that's
have you ever been scared before?
Yeah, but, like, I don't know if, like, it's scared enough. I don't know if I've gone to fight or flight mode.
Why the fuck did I call him Dad?
But, like, I don't know. I think that...
Do you see me as a father figure, Alexio?
Well, no, I'm still thinking about, like, what
Zach is completely ignoring this way funnier bit.
I know.
I don't know.
No, dude, my theory is that because this is the kind of shit that I would argue with my dad about.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, I see Zach as a father figure, personally.
True. I'm a great mentor to the youth. I teach life lessons and valuable.
Dude, they say that about me unsolicited.
Yes, Cheeky is a great father figure.
But
okay. So anyway, Zach, I know you rehearse things in your brain all the time. That doesn't mean that when if they actually happen, because most of the things you rehearse in your brain are never going to happen.
Can you walk us through how you...
I think that if the head opens a dimensional portal into our reality and I get turned into the progenitor of the new world, I would be able to lock in.
Okay.
And you will rule with an iron fist.
A bloodied
fist.
True.
You'll have complete and control.
True. But yeah. I really should, like, own a firearm or something like that. I gotta look into that.
No,
I gotta figure out how to do that.
No,
you... What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, like, now that I'm thinking, like, what if I were to, like, actually go into freeze mode? And I'm like, I can't let that happen. So I gotta do something that, like, takes the minimum effort possible, which is just, like...
Teddy Lover has a good point. You already have the copper pipe.
Yeah, true.
Dude, remember in the very first episode of this, Zach's reaction to listening to the anglerfish wasn't, oh, that's scary, or like, oh, this is what this guy should do. It was like, I need to start carrying around my copper.
Yeah, I need to get a firearm in case this happens. I need to get a firearm.
It's not real. It's not
Dude,
real.
Yeah, but what if this happens?
I was the one outside, and Zach was legitimately getting more scared.
I don't know.
To be fair, I
Like,
did get scared at one point. I did feel
Because
like
of Zach.
a little bit of fear, but then I didn't.
Yeah.
but like, I don't know. Like, what if there is something
Zach.
outside?
Zach, listen, Zach.
Yeah.
The kind of person who's like paranoid and like is like, if something scares me, I'm gonna shoot it, is the kind of person who absolutely should not own a gun.
Well, no, I'm like, if it's like a supernatural thing. Like, if it's like a normal person, then like, I don't need to like shoot them. But like, if it's like, I don't know, like if a like a Wabajack appears.
This guy fascinates me.
Yeah.
What? Okay, alright. If there is some sort of like demonic creature, and you know it's not a person, like approaching you in the middle of the night with like aggression, would you rather have a gun or not have a gun?
I don't know
And
how
a
to.
gun is gonna stop it?
I don't know how to use a gun, so it would most likely harm me more than it harms them.
Well, at least you can kill yourself. Think
I
about
wouldn't be
it.
worried about it because
Like,
No,
then
I
you don't
couldn't
get your
because
soul
that's
stolen by the demon. Think
No,
about
I
it.
couldn't kill myself with a gun, Zach, because I don't know how to hold a gun, and the fucking force of it would probably dislocate my my hand, and I'd miss, and I'd just hit like my nose.
Zach,
That's true.
I don't want a gun because demons aren't real.
Yeah, but like, okay, but what if you have like silver bullets? Think about that. Silver bullets
They're not
blessed by a
real.
priest.
They're not real. It's
Yeah,
not
but then
real.
do you want to figure out that like you're wrong while like you're being hunted by a demon?
I don't think the gun would work.
That's why the silver bullets that are blessed by the priest and like that were like forged in holy
Those also
water.
won't work because they're not real.
Well, the silver's real.
They're not real.
Silver's real.
You're right, Zach.
And it can kill
You're right.
werewolves, so...
The Magnus Archives.
The Magnus Archives.
He reached up and let the overcoat fall to the floor. Her skin was pale, almost grey and full of... Sorry, it still makes me sick to think about it. It was full of holes, deep black holes, just honeycombing every bit of flesh.
Honey?
Like a
bees?
Wasp's nest.
Wasp?
I could see those thin silver worms crawling in and out and their black tips twitching as they squirmed through that pitted meat. I mean, it wasn't human. It can't have been. It took a step towards me, and as it did so, the worms began to writhe out of every hole.
Technically, if we want to go that route, it would be they. Because the mass of worms is plural.
Wow, she's plural. I didn't know that.
True. Are you going to have firearm training at least?
Of course not.
I don't know.
Get fucking firearm training.
Well, I'm not gonna like use the gun like frequently. It's just gonna be like if a demon approaches.
You
That's
still
like
need
rare.
firearm training for that.
Zach, here's the thing, Zach. If you have a really bad day and you have a fucking gun in the house, like, I'm not gonna own a gun because what if I have a really bad day and I get ideas?
I'm not gonna kill myself. Okay.
You don't know that.
All right. Think about me and who I am and my thoughts about like my like self and like soul.
Maybe that's fair. Maybe Zach's the person I need to worry about least on the planet. Zach's like crazy.
Yeah. Now
I can be trusted with firearms.
Now I don't know.
I believe in you, Alex.
What the equivalent of like being suicidal would be for me, but I don't know what that means. I don't think I'd be suicidal. But like the like similar mindset.
I think it would be buying a gun.
No, because it's got to be like more extreme than that.
Buying a gun is extreme, especially if you're a little woke boy.
I don't know.
I mean,
like, what would be my equivalent like end of my
I don't
life?
know. Magnus Archives is a podcast.
Magnus Archives is a podcast.
Actually, no. I know what it is. Actually, it would be putting your face on YouTube.
Oh no.
Magnus Archives is a podcast.
Ooh, it might be the like soul splitting thing that I thought about, where I like fully like digitize by like doing every single thing on the internet like at once for like a year.
What?
Where I like become
What?
everything.
What?
Do you don't remember this idea? Where I would like
What?
become like literally I was like it was a thing where it's like for like
His
1
idea
year.
to like try and become famous by spending a year doing everything at
No,
once
it
on the
wasn't to
internet.
try to become famous. Like no, it wasn't that. It was like a documentary on like kind of like it's similar vein as like the White Room experiment thing. It's not
Oh
to
my
become
God.
famous. It would be to like see like what would like the human psyche if I like did literally everything on the internet.
What does that mean?
Like everything. Like I became
Like
like
what?
everything. Like I did everything.
Like what? Like what is
I
everything,
don't know.
Zach?
Like if I did like every like if I became every form of content creator. I'd have like 15 different podcasts. I'd have like I'd do everything.
15 is not everything.
Well, but like more, you know, like 15 podcasts, like 15 like YouTube channels, like
Do you
all these
mean
things.
like be like a react tuber, a commentary tuber, a game tuber, a cooking tuber? Is that what you
Yeah,
mean?
think
but
he
they'd
means,
all
like,
be
upload-
different. They'd all be different. Like I'd split my like soul. And like they'd all be like different like things and they'd all be hidden. I'd be like a political commentator for like every single political spectrum, but like they'd all
But
be
When you
different.
say-
can't voice act.
Well, but I'd have like a
When
voice
you
changer.
say when you say split soul, do you mean literally?
No. I mean,
So
no. It's just like I become less of a person. Like I sacrifice my individual personhood and like free time and like everything for like the experiment.
You want to be the Green
Yeah.
Brothers?
You
I
forgot
like that.
What's the
them
Green
so
Brothers?
easily. We are here.
Hank Green and John Green.
Oh. If they had like 50 billion brothers, yeah. Well, I don't want this. I'm saying this is my equivalent to suicide. This is clearly not a thing that I want. This is clearly like a like irrevocable change that like yeah. I don't want this.
Okay.
It's just like I don't know. Maybe if I like
Is that what you think a YouTuber like selling out means?
No. No, this is like no one's ever done this before. Like when I say like splitting my soul, I mean like I'm like sacrificing my like personhood for this. Like this is not a like normal thing. This is not a thing people do. Like I'd be like yeah.
And this is your suicide equivalent, to be clear.
I think that's like what makes sense in my head.
Well, as long as it makes sense in yours. The
I
Magnus
don't know, like
Archives
what
is a
else would be like
podcast.
you're like saying like oh buying that's like oh.
Can I say your equivalent to suicide is your suicide? Like
Yeah.
you're not a creature that is unable to do that.
True.
True. Wait, actually, yeah.
Like,
You're like, I
physically
don't
able
want to
do that.
die. She's like, I don't want to die, so I would need something more, like really some extreme equivalent to suicide. If you don't want to die, the most extreme thing to do would still be suicide.
Wait, yeah, you're true. I don't know. When Cheeky agreed with me that like me committing suicide was like not a thing that was possible, I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
It's possible. I'm just saying. I'm just saying you. It is true that you aren't the type of person who would
Yeah.
jump to that. Probably
I mean, maybe I don't know.
at this moment.
Yeah.
Maybe we can only hope.
We can hope. True.
I believe in you, Zach.
True.
In your ability to not do that, to be clear.
True.
I recognize it. I was like, yeah, you probably wouldn't, but I believe in you. Is maybe not the best thing to say.
Oh no. Anyways, the Magnus Archives.
Martin's like in the basement
falling to the
with the
floor in a
scary girl
cascading
right now.
wave and
Dude,
starting to
Doki
crawl
Doki Literature
towards
Club
me
came full
with
circle.
alarming speed.
True, the
I have
scary girl.
The oddest thought then And even as I backed away
Odyssey.
towards the stairs, I started to get my phone out. The daft thing is, I wasn't even going to call anyone for help. I just wanted to take a picture of the thing.
True!
To prove to you that it happened. You're always so quick to dismiss these statements, and I wanted proof for you. Except, well, I managed to drop it, of course. Just as I was bringing up the camera app, one of the worm things reached at me and leapt at my face.
Uh-oh.
That thing jumped literally 6 feet through the air at my face.
This guy is not 6 feet tall. That worm did not jump 6 feet. This guy is not 6 feet tall.
You don't think this guy could be 6 feet tall?
I think the fact that he said the worm jumped literally 6 feet through the air at my face. No.
I feel like that would mean that he is quite tall.
No, I
will
think
say-
the fact
I
that
will
he said
say
literally 6 feet.
I will say the obsession with being like 6 foot or bigger is very much an American thing.
True.
Also, sorry, feet? Feet?
Feet?
Not
Cheeky Chelldos?
meters? Oh, not
Yeah,
fucking
sometimes-
meters?
sometimes
not
English
fuck ass
people use
meters?
feet
Oh,
for a height.
Yeah, I know. Get fucked.
Dude. Dude, I, like, for the longest time, I didn't know, like, how tall I was, so I would just, like, say, like, numbers, and people would just, like, look at me and be like, what? Like, I think for the longest time, I was like, yeah, I'm probably, like, 5'2", and they'd look at me and go, huh?
I don't think you are 5'2".
Yeah, I didn't
I've seen,
didn't know,
three
like, how
pictures of
tall.
you, and I'm quite sure that you aren't.
Yeah, exactly, which is why people would look at me and go, like, what? Because, like, well, I didn't know how tall I was, so I was like, yeah, I'm like, well, because you know how, like,
So you
guys
were
are always like, oh,
5'2"?
yeah, I'm, like, 6 foot, and it's like, I didn't want to be like that, so I was like, yeah, I don't know.
So you chose to be 5'2"?
Well, I didn't know how tall I was. So
Why
I was
didn't you
just,
just
I didn't want to,
measure?
like, that's a good
Why
question.
don't you just guess?
I don't know. Well, like, I didn't want to, like,
If you're,
overstate
average
how tall I
size,
was.
if you're like average, you'd be like 5.
I didn't know what the average
8?
height was.
Well, why don't you measure yourself?
Because thought didn't cross my head. Well, it was, like, in a situation where, like, I didn't know my height off the top of my head, and I had to, like, answer. So I was like, yeah, I'm, like, 5'2".
You could have
Wait,
just said,
wait.
oh, I don't know.
Didn't you get a fucking license
No.
or an ID?
Huh? Well, like, I know how tall I am now. I'm saying, like, a few years ago, I didn't know how tall I was, so I said, like, 5'2". I know how tall I am
Still had an
now.
ID a few years ago.
I'm, like, 7 foot tall, and, like, I got, like, a chiseled jaw, and, like, ripped abs, and, like I'm, like, a supermodel. Like, and Caligula,
I know,
like, wishes he was me.
But yeah, I know, but like,
I'm unironically 4'11". True. Yeah, I don't know, like, what... I still don't
just
understand
like
what
my buddy
height
Don
means.
Quixote.
Like, I
You
don't...
got representation in Limbus Company.
I can't
Remember, he
visualize
is
height.
4'11". Wow, tiny.
I don't know what that means.
Couldn't
Like,
be
that,
me.
I can't picture, like, height in my head. Does that mean that you're, like...
I'm 166 centimeters, which
See, those not... Once the centimeters come out, I don't know what's going on. Like, people
Okay,
will
well,
start saying,
shut-
like...
Zach, that's fine. It is fair to not know centimeters. That's not what we're talking
But-
about. We're
well,
saying,
yeah.
why don't you know how tall you are?
I know how tall I
Yeah.
am now! I just said I do. I said I used to not know how tall I was.
Okay,
in the
well, the
past.
Magnus Archives is a podcast.
Also, a few
so-
years ago, I think you would have still been the same height.
Yeah, well, no, I've been the same height for, like, a long time.
You're not like 11 years
But I
old.
didn't
don't
know
think you grew
how
that
tall
much
I
in a
was.
few years.
I didn't know how tall I was. I've been, like,
Okay.
the exact same, like, in like,
Magnus
size and
Archives
weight
normal.
for, like, a long time.
Is that gonna be
Mission
like,
is
I've
also
been the
taken
exact
back.
same
I fell
height
onto
since
the
I became
stairs
an
behind
adult?
me and
Oh,
Dropped
no.
my phone to the ground. I didn't stop to pick
Dude,
it up.
I've
I
barely
just
grown
fled
since
up
I
the
was
stairs
like
as fast as I
13. It's
could.
crazy. It's like I hit puberty.
True.
Obviously, the door at the top wasn't locked. If it had been, I'm sure I'd be dead. Or worse. I ran faster than I ever have in my life. I've never been good at running, and every moment expected to feel something wriggling up my leg. I didn't stop running until I was sat in the underground and had checked every inch of my seat for worms.
Welcome to the
I live in Stockwell, right at the other end of the Northern Lights, and by the time I got home, I was starting to feel a bit safer.
I do like that they call it the underground.
They were utterly exhausted. I knew that there was no way I was going to be able to work the next day, but Without my phone.
He had the tummy ache.
No. I mean, I don't have a landline. Who
Yeah,
does
the
anymore,
stomach bug.
I couldn't bring
Yeah, he had a
myself to
stomach bug.
Dude, that's
about it.
literally what
Is
I
he an
said. He had the
alien? It's
superpower
the
to just have stomach aches on command. Except he was lying. His real superpower is lying. Dude, this is crazy.
He didn't have his phone. He wasn't lying.
No, he said he had the stomach bug.
Well, just continue the episode in your hair.
Oh.
to stay awake long enough to send an email, so I just collapsed, fully clothed, onto the bed. I don't know.
See, that's crazy, because I would take, like, a lot of showers to make sure the bugs weren't on me. Like, what do you mean you're collapsing on the bed in the bug, like, clothes?
How long I slept for.
Yeah, to be fair, I can't excuse that one.
Knocking woke me up. Don't know if it was the same night or if I'd slept right through the day. Either way, I dragged myself up, and as I sat there, it all came back to me. What I'd seen, and I shuddered. I tried to tell myself I'd imagined it. Maybe I'd overreacted to finding a homeless woman sleeping in the basement. Maybe she was sick and needed an ambulance.
Maybe she, like, lived there and you broke into this place.
There was more knocking, and I reached up to flick the light on. But when I did, so nothing happened. I tried the lamp next to my bed, but again, nothing. Looking round, I saw that none of my electronics seemed to be on. There must have been some sort of power cut. Again, someone...
And this is either I'm in a dream and I'm being, like, hunted, in which case I need to, like, you know, lock in so that they can't hurt me, or it's real life and I'm being hunted and I need to lock in so they can't hurt me. Like, what do you mean? Oh, there's, like, a power outage. Like, no, the evil, like, Blair Witch is still after me, and that means that I gotta, like, I don't know, I gotta lock in.
One knocked at the door. Maybe it was one of my neighbours coming to check whether I'd lost the power. So I shuffle over towards the door and reached for the handle. As I was about to open it, I got a sudden chill and stopped.
Yeah, you should, like, look.
What if she was outside?
Do British people not have, like, the holes in the doors?
Some people do, some people don't.
That's crazy! You mean you just don't, like, you can't, like, see if
you just raw dog, like, the door?
Dude, some people genuinely just raw dog it. My door has windows, and which means that I can see out, but also that means they can see in, so that they can see if I look and just refuse to answer.
Dog, that's...
So every time someone knocks on the door and I'm home alone, I just hide.
They don't have...
Look.
I
think most people do.
Also raw dog the door.
Yeah.
The only way I'd ever raw dog the door is if I have, like, a shotgun in my hands. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you just, like, let someone, like, you open the door... do most doors also swing inwards?
Depends on the door.
Because, like, you let them into your house. Dude, if I'm a vampire, I'm taking that as, like, you've invited me in. Because, like, you're just, like, opening it without even, like, asking. Like, yeah, welcome in. Like, that's crazy.
Waiting.
A stake, like a wooden stake, but, like, make them silver. A stake shotgun. Think about it. Think about using that against vampires. That would be smart. Idea most ingenious.
I mean, the worms that made a hive of her body, eager, striving to make me one as well. I thought of that awful case you had us looking into where that woman burst into worms.
Yeah,
and I realised that this woman must be that Jane Prentice you were telling us about. I never had one of those peepholes added, so I couldn't see what was out there. But as I took...
He never had one of the peepholes! Why? Why did he not do that? You gotta look underneath the doorframe now. Like, you gotta, like, lay down on the floor and go, like, Dog, I'm not doing that.
Step back,
I don't think he wants to lay on the floor.
Crawling out.
He saw us lay on the floor.
Door. It was a small, silver-looking worm.
Yeah, everything's going up in flames.
I think I might have lost my mind a bit then. It all feels very...
And now John Magnus is going to say, well, clearly, Martin said so himself. He lost his mind a bit. Ah. That Martin. I hate Martin. He lost his mind.
Surely he wouldn't say this to Martin.
I hate that Martin.
Oh no.
Surely.
Strange, blurry. I remember stamping and stamping as more made their way under my doorway. I remember grabbing every towel, sock, bit of fabric, scrap that I could find, stuffing them under the door, into the cracks around the window, anything.
I'm so sorry. I understand you're probably trying to, like, you know, think about, like, oh, after I survive this, I don't want the, like, property value to depreciate. I'm so sorry. I'm thinking about my survival and, well, if I'm alone, and my survival alone. Like, if there's someone else in the house, like, I'm probably saving them too. But, like...
Sorry, Zach, please say the same.
Huh?
Zach, what do you think he's trying to do when he's boarding up all the cracks?
I'm gonna light everything on fire. Like,
He's stuck in there.
Yeah!
You're gonna light... Sorry,
I'm lighting the fire!
Zach, listen to me, Zach. There's a monster outside your door.
Mm-hmm.
You are inside.
Yes.
Your solution is to burn down the house that you are in.
Yes.
So that A, you burn to death. B,
No.
you escape to the monster outside.
And the monster, also, if you burn down the house, the monster can just leave.
And you've destroyed your shelter.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, like, the property value, all I care about in that moment is surviving. That's what I'm saying.
We're not saying
your
that burning your house down will
shelter.
destroy the property value. We're saying it will destroy your shelter and yourself, and the monster will not be harmed.
And also, you'll die in a fire.
Yeah.
Not if I, like, okay, but what if I have the, like, the towels and stuff, and I light them on fire, and I start chucking them at the monster?
Well, you have to open the door to do that. And then the monster will just go
Okay, but okay, if the house is on fire, if I light the fire, if I, like, cover the door frame in, like, gasoline, and then, like, I light it as I open it.
Your shelter, you dumb.
If I light myself on fire, and then I run at the monster. If I light myself on...
Guys, this is why Zach needs a firearm. Because if Zach doesn't have a firearm, these are the ideas.
Yeah.
Teddy, we can't even get into the fact that this is a flat with other people in the
building. Oh, wait,
yeah,
I forgot about it.
We do not have the time for that.
We don't.
Well, that's why I said, like, if I was alone. But, like, okay, think about it like this. If I put on, like, if I have my clothes on normally, and then I put, like, and I cover a shirt with water,
building,
and I put it in between my shirt, and then another shirt on top, which I light on fire, and then I cover, like, the surrounding area in, like, gasoline and lighter fluid, and then I run at the monster.
Also, do you just have gasoline in your house?
No. No, I'm like I really
know where
should
to find matches in this house.
I
Like,
really
I'm sure we have some.
should.
I don't know where they are.
Pretty sure I don't even
What
have
do
like
you
a
mean
fire
you
extinguisher.
should? You shouldn't.
I
You know
really
why?
need
Because
to
it's
get
a fire hazard.
I need to get an unregistered firearm. I need to get like a gas can next to my bed. I need to get a lot of like matches,
and then when
a
everything
lighter.
goes on fire because he accidentally knocks it over, he can just summon it. He can just call in some bugs to take care of the fire for him.
You can just lock in. Alex, you don't get it. They're gonna lock in.
True. And then once I start the fire, I lock the door, so I lock myself in. Think about it. Yeah.
So you're the only one.
Connection terminated.
This is what you've been leading up to this
sorry,
whole
Elizabeth.
time.
If you even still remember that name. But you have been you have come here to receive a gift, but you have been deceived. Or however it goes. Hold up. Let's see. There we go. Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you still even remember that name, but I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to receive a gift, nor have you been called here by the individual you assume, although you have been called. You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune. A labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize.
Welcome back.
You don't even realize that you are trapped.
Exactly.
Your lust for blood has driven you in endless circles. chasing the cries of children in some unseen chamber, always seeming so near, yet somehow out of reach. But you
I assume
will
you're
never
throwing
find
something
them.
back, but I don't
None
know
of
what
you
it
will.
is, so it
This
doesn't matter.
is
no
where
one
your
knows what you're
story ends.
referencing. The Magnus
And to
Archives
you,
is a
my brave
podcast.
volunteer, who
Yeah,
somehow
Zach,
found this
no
job
one knows
listing
what you're
not
talking
intended
about.
for you.
You
Although
could have just said the
there was
small
a way
quote and then
planned out
said
for
what
you.
it was from
I have a
instead of
feeling
reading 50
that's not
paragraphs
what you
about
want.
it.
I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. I am remaining as well. I am nearby. This place will not be
Oh my
remembered,
god, Zach,
and the
shut
memory
up.
of everything that started can finally
Round
begin to
and
fade away,
Wait, hold on,
as
wait,
the
wait.
agony of every tragedy should.
Holding on
And you
to
monsters trapped in the
pain,
corridors, be still and give up your spirits. They don't belong to you. For most of you, I believe there is peace and perhaps more waiting for you after the smoke clears. Although for one of you, the darkest pits of hell has opened to swallow you whole. So don't keep the devil waiting, old friend. My daughter, if you can hear me, I knew you would return as well, in your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die, no one was there to lift you up in their arms the way you lifted others into yours. And then, what became of you? I should have known you wouldn't be content to disappear. Not my daughter. I couldn't save you then, so let me save you now. It's time to rest, for you. And for those you have carried in your arms. This ends for all of us. End communication.
Okay, the Magnus.
I'm trying to get the Magnus Archives to reload. Hold up.
Oh my god, you paused for so long.
We're free. True, that's like the spirits were being freed.
Okay.
I'm circling, don't worry. There we go.
Thing where a slender worm
Slenderman!
I made airtight. And then I sat there and waited.
Why?
I still had no power, no phone, no way to communicate with the outside.
Why what?
Why did he not?
This went on.
Why didn't he call someone? He doesn't have a phone.
Well, no, not call someone. Why did he just wait?
Every time
He just said he did.
I'd hear that knocking at my door come back. Luckily, there was no problem with my water supply, so I had plenty to drink. I'm just glad none of them thought to come up through the pipe.
I'm back. Have I seen your crossover before? Yes, I
ate a lot
have.
of ready meals, cans, that kind of thing, so...
FNAF stuff makes more sense in the world of TMA for reasons you've yet to see.
Although, after the first few days, I had to start rationing.
Well, yeah, because it's creepy stuff.
If I ever see another can of peaches.
True!
And that's why
Yummy!
I asked about
I think the worst part was the boredom. No internet, no phone, no power.
He was stuck in there with no
I
phone.
read a handful of print books I owned several times.
No
I
shorts, no TikTok.
Every time I close my eyes,
Zach thinks he could do this for a month.
Crawling
No!
my legs, and I'd have to sit up and check.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
White room experiment.
The White Room is for either 48 or 72 hours.
What you told me about Jane Prentice when we were working on...
The month is to torture other people.
But all I remembered
Wait a minute, Zach. Sorry, not having a phone for 48 hours is not an experiment.
Unknown.
No, the White Room. Like, putting myself in the White Room.
The White Room for 48 hours is not an experiment.
No, but like 72.
You'd be miserable, but nothing would happen.
Yeah, I'm not doing that for a month.
But nothing would happen, so what's the point?
The point is that nothing would happen.
Unhappy. That's like the only thing.
Yeah, but like it's like on a live stream, and like then people like watch you be unhappy, and they go like, "Dang, like this guy's stuck in a white room."
Yeah,
no,
the
they'd be
poll
like, "Oh, 48 hours, whatever."
The poll I made in the Stuff That Can't See channel finished, and the winning answer was no, with 7% of the votes.
That's great. Mr. Beast did it for like 4 days, and he got like 100 million views. So like, if I do it for like 3, then like I don't know.
4 days is kind of respectable.
Wow, why do you think I'd do it for a month?
Okay, I don't care about Zach's idea of doing the White Room experiment.
White Rooms is literally a torture method? Yeah, that's why I'm doing it.
Zach, you're not going to do the White Room experiment.
No. At 1 million subscribers, we're gonna... No, I'm kidding.
She never talked.
But like, we might do.
I could have heard her clearly through the door, but she never made a sound apart from that knocking. But what
I
I saw,
am the one
maybe
who
what was in
knocks.
her throat didn't leave room for a voice. Strangely, she never tried to break down my door either. She just knocked. She knocked and knocked and knocked. Finally, I woke up this morning and she was gone. I don't know exactly how I knew. I think she brought that musty smell with her, and this morning I couldn't smell it. And there was no knocking. I mean, it still took me about 4 hours of checking and double-checking and listening at the letterbox before I got the nerve to actually open the door.
The letterbox.
But when I did, there was no one there. And I ran all the way here.
Butterfly.
Statement ends.
Okay, pause
You're
it.
sure about all of this, Martin?
So, what do you think of that?
How many days did he spend there?
13.
13?
Yeah.
And he decides on the day of evil that he's gonna, like, leave?
What?
13 is an evil number.
Okay.
It's just a number, dude.
What, huh? It's the 13th.
I don't think Martin is superstitious about the number 13 enough to be like, oh, it looks like I'm free. Oh, but it's the 13th day.
Yeah, dude, like, the thing is, how did he even keep the time?
I think Martin's busy being superstitious about the worm monster.
Yeah, but how did he keep the time if he doesn't have his phone?
Because when he got
It
out,
has
he could check the date.
windows?
Yeah.
I thought he boarded those up.
No, he sealed up
covered
the
the
cracks
cracks.
with towels. So that
Why doesn't he
couldn't get
climb through the
cracks.
window?
Because he's high up.
Oh.
God, dude.
Does he not? Does he have a fire escape?
No. Clearly not.
Well, then he can use fire to escape. Think about that.
That's a fucking
Zach,
enough.
You're always like,
Enough.
you're always like, oh, my equivalent of killing myself would be to be on the internet, right? And then every time you're like, oh, this is scary, the solution is to kill myself by setting myself on fire.
By a stupidity.
Okay, but like, if I am gonna die, then you're gonna die too. Like, I'm gonna take both of us down.
How
But
the
Zach,
fuck would setting
Zach,
yourself on fire
Zach,
kill the worm?
Notice how Martin didn't die.
Well, but okay, that's true. But like, as long as I'm not on fire for too
And
long, I
also
won't die
got to-
either.
Got to not burn down an apartment building.
Zach, the firefighters wouldn't be able to get you in time.
Why not? Well, I can just
Because
take
the
off
worm
the fire. I can
monster.
just take off the shirt that's on fire.
So you set your... How the fuck would setting your shirt and only your shirt on fire help?
No, I set the house on fire, but then I also, like, the part of, like, I don't set
Zach-
myself and the house at the same,
Zach,
like,
I'm
rate.
gonna blow your mind. When you see it at like a burning building, right, and there's like fire, do you think that you could run through the fire really quickly and be okay?
No, but, like, this is...
To be fair, I kind of do.
You can't. I'm afraid even firefighters in their full gear can't do it.
Well, yeah, because they're, like,
I
carrying,
kinda
like,
think I
heavy
could just
gear.
run if I go
No, because
fast
the fire
enough.
is spreading at 2 different rates, 2 different fires. The fire that's
I think I
on
could
me
just
is
go
different from the
fast. I think
fire
I could
that's,
lock
like,
in.
around. It's like an optical illusion.
So you're gonna use magic fire.
No, I'm gonna light myself on fire, but the fires are different. There are 2
Dude,
fires.
Zach, you're so lucky that the people who watch this seem to like genuinely tolerate these whatever this is.
Well,
Some
like,
of them seem to like it.
if I was any different, I wouldn't be myself. So, like, if they didn't
Yeah,
like
you-
it, they wouldn't, or if they didn't, I don't know, they just would not watch.
If
I
I
don't know.
stopped
That
doing
doesn't affect
tangents,
me.
it would basically be suicide. It would be my equivalent.
Wait, what? If I stopped doing these tangents?
Because you were like, if I stop being myself on the internet, it would be
Well, no, like, if
suicide.
I don't know. That's an interesting point. Tangent City is fun? True. Probably the
It does,
ADHD, yeah.
It's not fun. I never have fun during Tangent City.
That's crazy. That's such a lot. I'm so
Sure.
sorry, Cheeky. You have fun.
Oh, a lie is what you mean to say.
I said that.
Okay.
I said.
So, Zach, how do you think John is going to react to Martin's statement?
He's gonna say, "Martin, you're crazy. You're crazy, Martin.
You're
You
gonna say
need
that
to
Martin's
get the
face.
worms out of your apartment, Martin. There were never any worms there.
Martin.
Martin.
Get the worms away, Martin.
Martin, put your worms away, Martin." Oh no.
Put that worm away, Martin.
Oh no. There are two fires. One is gay, the other is gay.
Martin.
You are flaming.
I don't want to see your worm.
Put your worm away, Martin.
True. Lies, Cheeky. You were living for that cattail. True.
That was my tangent, not Zach's.
Dang.
My tangents are good.
Dude, I remember when I first started watching Zach, and me and Cheeky then started watching him together. And I thought, this guy's awesome. He goes on really weird tangents. It's really fun. But as you watch him more and more, you go, not enough fucking tangent.
I don't know. It's probably
really
gonna
fun.
come full circle eventually, and then you're gonna be like, "Dang,
we liked
these tangents
Zach's
are fun."
content more before we became friends with them.
That's crazy. Actually, that does kind of make sense
kidding.
because, like, the viewer effect or whatever,
Yeah.
where like I'm
Little
like
bit,
kind of like
but also
deitized.
I am kidding.
Yeah.
Because like
honestly, the
Yeah,
tangents.
the thing is, we're not
haven't been too
parasocial
bad.
about you anymore.
yeah,
We're just social.
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the tangents this episode haven't been that bad. There have been worse.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
I didn't even
I
start
guess
most of the
true
bad
tangents
ones.
were last episode. When
Who the
I
heck
was
is
in
that
the
guy?
woods.
What? Who is that? Why did he? I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Huh?
The heck is this
That's
guy?
hallucinating.
Well, like the game that I'm playing, and then like the guy just like I don't know if he can do that. But yeah, what was I gonna say again? I love fueling the chaos demons. True.
We're watching the video.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's listen to John's take on this statement.
What does John think about his good friend Martin Archive?
Look, I'm not going to lie to you
Oh,
about
wait.
something like this.
I gotta do the spinny thing. It's like the old people where they like did the like engine, like they had to crank the engine. Crank that door, Shinji, or the soldier boy. I'm trying to get it to work. I have to spin my mouse around. I'm doing this where it's like spinning so that it can actually like sync up. Anyways, what were we saying?
The
Martin.
Magnus
Yeah,
Archives.
listening to John's take on the episode.
True. Why is it not syncing up? I've done this every time and it's eventually worked. Has it finally hit its breaking point? Oh, there we go.
This, John. I like my job.
I like my job.
Most of the time.
Very well. In which case, there's a room in the archives I use to sleep when working late. I suggest you stay there for now. I'll talk to Elias about whether we can get extra security, but the archives have enough locks for now. It's also supposed to be humidity controlled, and though it hasn't been working for some time, it does mean it's well sealed. Nothing will be sneaking through any window cracks.
Dog, they're keeping him in a cage.
Okay, thanks. To be honest, I didn't expect you to take it seriously.
You say you lost your phone 2 weeks ago.
Thereabouts. When I went back to the basement.
Well, in that time I have received several text messages from your phone saying you were ill with stomach problems.
Oh.
The last one said you thought it might be a parasite. Though my calls trying to follow up were never answered. So if this does involve Jane Prentice, then I take it deadly serious.
Jane Prentice.
What?
I just received another text message. From you.
What? Dude, at this point, dog. Dog, I'm taking the full arsenal of the Magnus Institute's, like, weaponry. Like, all the magic, like, stuff that, like, I don't know. They got books.
I'm feeding Martin to her. Fuck it. I'm out.
No, I'm not feeding Martin. I'm like, we're like, dude, I only have 2 arms. Like, if there's another person there, that means they have another 2 arms. They can hold 2 more magical artifacts. We can, like, do, I don't know.
Magical artifact?
They have books that, like, make you old. I don't know.
Makes you old.
I don't know, they have, like, stuff.
Yeah, Martin, the book that makes you old.
Martin, don't read the book that makes you old. It will make you old. Martin, I know I sound
he'd be the one saying, I don't know, it doesn't seem logically possible.
No, Martin, you have to listen to me. This is the one thing that I think is not a lie in these world of all these tricksters. Is the one thing, it's the book by the like Bone Finger Man or whatever his name is. Mr. Deltarune Fingers.
The Bone Turner's Tale from the library of Jürgen Leitner.
Yeah, Jürgen Leitner. Yeah.
Fuck, that's funny.
Dude, I remembered him as Bone Finger Man Deltarune. That's how my brain works. So
yeah, I cannot wait for the episode with Bone Finger Man Deltarune.
Yeah, but like now that I'm hearing it, it's the Bone Turner's Tale from Jürgen Leitner. That actually makes so much sense why that's connected. Bone Finger Man Deltarune.
A Leitner like Deltarune.
Yeah.
I just got it. That's so funny.
I'm in a room full of magical artifacts and I don't know what any of them do. Pro tip, put a bunch of them together and light them on fire.
Oh my god, shut up.
Unironically, you've just made like a bomb. Because, like, you don't know what it's gonna do, but it's probably going to do very bad things. So if you, like, hurl that at a monstrosity, it's probably going to kill it. And if it doesn't, you've got more artifacts in the back.
Probably.
Yeah! Dude, magical artifacts hate being destroyed. They always have, like, self-defense mechanisms. Anyways. I just got a message from him.
We have had our fun.
Keep him, we have had our fun.
You will want to see it when the Archivist's Crimson Fate arrives.
The Archivist's Crimson Fate?
What does that mean?
The Archivist's Crimson Fate.
It means I ask Elias to hire some extra security.
Dude, imagine being the Archivist and hearing about the Archivist's Crimson Fate.
Yeah, dog, I'd be like... That's crazy.
I would simply stop being the Archivist.
Well, then, like, you lose your position of power, because then you don't have access to the magical artifacts.
Yeah, and then I wouldn't have a Crimson Fate.
Well, it still could be your Crimson Fate, because, like, they still are gonna kill you.
Oh, they said the Archivist.
The public's employees, Crimson Fate.
What if I paint myself red to fit right in? Whoa. I'm waking up. No.
And remind me, Zach, just to make sure that you know, who is the Archivist?
John Magnus.
Yes, good.
The head archivist at the John Institute.
Yeah.
I believe we
I
should have a statement.
That sentence is really funny because I forgot that I forgot that you guys were listening to it. So, from my perspective, you're like, hang on, let me have the joke.
Cheeky's perspective.
You're like, and by the way, who do you remember who the Archivist is? And in giant capital letters, it says Archivist.
Archivist.
Oh yeah, because in the script, Zach, John is like, instead of putting John is saying something, it says Archivist is saying something. It's really good.
Dude.
Shout out the Archivist.
Shout out the Magnus Archives.
It's my buddy the Archivist.
The Cashier's Crimson Fate? Dude, the Grinch's Crimson Fate. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, what that was the episode. Maybe they just want to paint him crimson.
Oh, one question. Last time we had an episode that involved Jane Prentice, the bug lady. You marked her down as a creature. Do you still think she's a creature, or is she a person?
I think the worms are creatures. But do I think that Jane Prentice is a person?
Yeah.
I don't think that was Jane Prentice. Was that Jane? I don't know.
Yeah, they mentioned that it's like the entity that was formerly Jane Prentice.
They said Jane Prentice several times.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, creatures. Creatures, yeah, I think that sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know. Did the statement end? Yes. Recording ends. But yeah. Dude, it's crazy that the two things this guy takes seriously are bugs and books.
And spiders. Actually, no.
No, he didn't. He did not care about those. He said, well, it only is natural that him being dead for a week would have had his entire form cocooned by a giant spider web. Like, what are you talking about? He's just, like, making stuff up. That's not what happens.
Well, you don't know that. Are you a spider episode? A spider
Am I a
episode?
spider
episode?
I don't
Dude,
think
Zach
I'm a
has
spider
a spider episode every time you hear the little noise.
Yeah. I gotta keep looking up. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Any other questions?
What is the rational explanation for this with no supernatural things whatsoever?
She got infested by, like, the bugs.
True.
That's a real thing that can happen.
Oh, don't remind me.
They can just do that.
Okay, next episode, because it's late and it's
True.
next episode.
Here, could you do that just so that I don't, like...
Yeah, so you don't accidentally click on Magnus Archives spoilers.
True.
Somehow.
The reckoning is coming.
The reckoning is coming. I don't want it to. Oh, it's the boys. Never mind. I thought it was something scary.
Dude, that would be a sick intro to a Magnus Archives episode.
The reckoning is coming.
I think that was an intro.
Yeah, that was the intro for this.
Look, Cheeky. Look what we might be able to listen to next stream.
Rusty Quill presents.
Rusty Quill presents.
The Magnus
Look.
Archives.
The Magnus
We're getting closer.
Archives.
I can't look.
Turn on
Oh
closed
no, we
captions.
can't do that. We can't make that the third episode of the
Turn
stream.
on closed
That's true.
captions. Turn
yeah.
on closed captions.
Episode 23. Schwarzwald.
Schwarzwald.
Oh, yeah, that's-
That kind of like hurts.
Statement of Albrecht von Klosen regarding a discovered tomb near his estate in the Black Forest.
Of course, Alvric von
Original
Klosen
statement
is
given as
discovering
part of a letter
tombs.
to Jonah Magnus.
I know, right?
Jonah Magnus!
1816. Audio recording by
Dude, this is
Jonathan
John
Sims,
Magnus's
head
like
archivist
sister.
of the Magnus Institute, London. Statement begins.
1868.
My dearest Jonah, forgive my writing you this letter so soon after the last. You must think me dreadful for not even giving you a chance at a reply, but I recall that during your visit last spring you
Wait,
mentioned
pass
your
me the
fascination
controls.
with the macabre
Oh, yep,
and the
of course.
strange, and pressed upon me as to whether there were...
Dude, it's John Magnus and Jonah Magnus. Together, it's the Jonas Brothers.
True. Anyway, Jonah Magnus is the reason why at first I was like, don't call him John Magnus, because that'll get confusing, because there's a guy called John Magnus.
Jonah
yeah,
Magnus.
and I do still hear
Make
Jonah
it
Magnus
count.
every time Zach says John Magnus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just call him John, you know.
Yeah.
Zach, shut up. You can call him John, you know.
Yeah, but that's like saying you can call him Sans instead of Sans Undertale. Doesn't
You
fit
can call
right
him
with
John
that.
There's not a character called Sansa Undertale in Undertale.
Okay, but wouldn't it be really funny if Toby Fox made Sansa's brother Sans? I think I literally said that the other day. Wouldn't it be really funny if, like, Sansa's Undertale? My brother, Sansa's Undertale. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there are a lot of brothers that Sans has.
But yeah, I call him my friend John, or sometimes John Archivist.
I call him John Magnus.
Okay, well that'll get confusing.
Lore or legends that
Stop, just call him John.
Wolfgang writes me that you are a
Wolfgang
collection, and I feel that I now have something.
Dude, he's the guy. That's him. That's Wolfgang.
Do you remember Mozart's name?
Oh yeah, what was his name?
Hang on, let me find it.
It's like Alfernius or something like that. No, wait, that's like my friend. Albuquerque.
Alright, so Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's real birth name was Johannes Chrysostomos Wolfgangus Theophilus Mozart.
I'm sorry, if I'm being named Wolfgangus, I'm throwing hands. Like, Wolfgangus?
Well, because they gave him like a Latin. It's literally a Kira name. So it's like a Latin name, so the whole name is in Latin.
Dude, and people have issue with me, like, thinking if I was gonna name a child, I'd name them the diamond emoji. I think that'd be really interesting.
Don't do that.
Why not?
When did that come from?
I don't know. But I remembered that the other day, that I, like, had that as an idea, and I was like, yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, you can't do that. That's
Why
not
not?
allowed. So.
Because
the government literally will not recognize it.
That's not true.
The hospital will be like, no.
That's not true.
It is true.
That's not true. Certain hospitals have enough characters on their keyboards to actually input emojis. None of them have just been brave enough.
It's not about the...
It's about fear.
About the keyboard.
It's about fear
the
and control. It's about the freedom of speech.
Why don't you change your name to a diamond emoji then, Zach?
Because my name is Zach.
Pronounce Zach, but spelled with a...
No, because it would be diamond spelled with a diamond. People already name their kids after rare earth minerals. I'm just doing it in a way that makes them interesting and unique instead of being the, like, 7th, like, Amber in the school.
Zach, that is setting up your kid to get bullied.
Alex, this isn't a
my kid's gonna have ADHD. They're gonna get bullied no matter what.
I know.
It literally is not allowed. Dude, Zach, Native people cannot even, like, spell their own kids' names legally. Okay? You're not gonna be allowed to put a fucking emoji. Please play.
Oh, that's right. They don't got, like, the Enye in, like, certain places, I remember.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's not what I meant by native names.
Well, but, like, I can't think of a
Enyes
native
are pretty
character.
Widely supported.
I know certain places don't have them as, like, allowed. Zach, yes, spell A. Well, you've spelled it out already. I'm not naming a kid that. I'm naming the kid a normal kid name, like Diamond. And then I'm just representing it as an emoji.
Oh my god, who cares?
They can literally draw their name really easily. It's just drawing a diamond. That's not even
like a funny idea.
I'm not saying it's a funny idea. I think it's a good idea.
Far more than any of the fairy stories.
They took the control.
Old maids' tales that I told you before.
Wait, give me that control.
Put quite simply.
Well, okay, that's fair.
Terrifying encounter. 2 encounters, really, I suppose. And I pray to the Lord that
if a person can be named Wolfgangus, I should be able to name.
I believe I should die from fear, if not from
violence. Let's turn it up.
I can't. It's as high as it can be. I haven't turned it down.
They just John Magnus just keeps talking in whispered
I can kick them from the Discord call if you want.
White woman name? How is it a white woman name?
I'm sure you must think me the most dreadful bore speaking around the thing so, but I feel that to understand all, I must begin my tale sometime before the apparition itself appeared, with my travels down to Württemberg. My family has a small estate there, in the heart of the Schwarzwald, what you would call the Black Forest, near a small town by the name of Schramberg. This estate belonged to my brother, Henrik, and when he passed away, it descended to my nephew Wilhelm. He was barely in his 14th year when Henrik died. His mother had
This is the plot of the blueprints!
So myself and Clara have since made every effort to
This is
provide
crazy.
him with guidance and such affection as he may have lost.
He's 14!
This felt especially keen as we have ourselves been unable to conceive a child.
Dang.
And so we felt it our duty to teach Wilhelm what we would have impressed upon a son of our own. The profligacy of youth is always a
But I
danger,
can't name my
and we
kid
felt
Diamond?
It our duty to help guide him, where we could, along the path of virtue. We needn't have worried ourselves overly. I have never met so sober and prudent a soul as seems to exist within young Wilhelm. Nonetheless, because of this we have remained close with my nephew through the years, despite the distance. When he took ill this last winter, naturally we made arrangements to travel to his home in the Schwarzwald and offer what comfort we could. The journey was difficult, as I suppose is to be expected when traveling in winter, but Wilhelm's condition brooked no delays. At first, the worst we had to contend with, coming from Bavaria, was the lack of provision in the inns where we took lodging, as we were told over and over again how rare guests were at this time of year. Still, say what you will about the German Confederation, and I know you certainly have a lot of opinions on that, my friend, but it has made traveling a lot quicker, and I was certainly grateful for that. When we entered Württemberg, however, our way was much harder. The snow fell thicker in the Schwarzwald, compelling us at last to trade the coach for a sleigh. You have never known winter in the Black Forest, have you? I know that you will say you have snows and forests in England, but I have seen what you call forests, and can tell you that there can be no comparison to the Schwarzwald, its trees covered in a dense canopy of untouched snow. There is such a silence there as I have never encountered anywhere else on earth, with every sound seeming to die.
Dude, this is where this is where the forest that Cheeky went to.
Of virgin snow.
True.
Yeah, the tennis courts are even there.
Serenity,
Yeah.
calm stillness. But by night, oh my friend, by night it becomes something altogether else.
True.
The quiet of the forest, it becomes like the world is holding its breath, waiting to strike.
This is what happened.
In
Remember,
those parts
Cheeky?
where the canopy clears enough that the moon shines
No, I'm
down,
not listening.
it casts everything into the most...
I can't talk and listen at the same time.
I lost count of the number of times I swore
I lost count of the number of times I swore I saw figures in the shadows.
illuminated
They
by
were the one behind the
moonlit glow of
tree.
that frozen land.
True. I've just been guessing what's going on based on you going, and repeating random words.
True.
But of course I found nothing.
Pistols.
It was in such a state of mind that we arrived at
My
Wilhelm's
head
estate
perked up
near
at that.
Schramberg.
Thank you.
We were greeted by Wilhelm's servants and told of their master's condition. The doctor had apparently braved the roads from Schramberg some few days ago and had given what medicine he could. Since then, the servants told us.
Wait, Wilhelm's
he had been
dying?
steadily improving, but was still.
Oh, never mind. He's improving.
Oh.
I will confess at this news to feeling slightly unnecessary. But upon entering Wilhelm's chamber, the happiness evident upon his face when he saw Clara and myself put all such thoughts to rest. Wilhelm was in recovery, but I had no intention of travelling back through that silent, icy stillness unless absolutely necessary, and Clara agreed. We made plans to winter there with Wilhelm. There was room enough for us, though our chamber was more modest than what we would have been accustomed to. I will admit that I didn't entirely relish the thought of staying in the Schwarzwald until the spring thaw, but of the courses of action we had at our disposal, it was the one I found to be the most agreeable. And so began what was to be a lengthy sojourn near Schramberg. And truly have I never wished more keenly that I had been able to bring my library with me.
The library.
I had a few books with me, and Wilhelm, despite his not inconsiderable intelligence, had even fewer. In the end, we played a lot of cribbage and listened to Clara play many a tune on the pianoforte. My wife has never had a singular voice, but her skills upon the keys more than make up for it. I myself would often take long walks through the surrounding woods during the early afternoon when the cold was tolerable. Sometimes I would make my way the 2 miles to neighboring Schramberg, but more often I would simply choose a direction and stroll into the trees for as long as my fancy held me, and then simply follow my own trail of footprints back to what was, for the moment, my home. It was on one of these walks, some months into our stay, that I came upon that ancient graveyard.
The ancient graveyard?
It must have been sunken slightly into the ground itself, as all I could see of the grave markers themselves were the merest tip of worn and crumbled granite above the snow.
I would not walk into a graveyard.
Place, as every few seconds, whichever way I walked,
I did that on my last
walk. I would
walk.
spot another small bud of memorial stone blossoming through the frosted earth.
I'd only do it if, like, wait, pause?
One of the headstones.
Okay.
I think I'd only, like, go into a graveyard if, like, I was going to, like, pay respects.
Wait, like, at all?
Yeah. Well, like, I wouldn't just, like,
That's
randomly
crazy.
go into a graveyard.
Sometimes I'll, like, go through a graveyard because it's faster than going around it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I like, might do that,
really
but I'd,
close
like...
to my house.
I'd,
so
like...
yeah, on last walk I went there.
I'd, like, say, like, something to the, like, the dead people. Like, I wouldn't just, like, go through without saying anything. Because, like, then, like, I don't know.
Because he's superstitious.
Well, like, okay,
Yeah,
but, like, I don't know.
I
feel like
There's
that's
nothing wrong with being superstitious, Zach. I think you just need to understand that you are superstitious.
Zach thinks they're like a logical mind.
Yeah.
No, I just think that, like, if something bad happens, like, I don't know. I wouldn't go near graveyard. We're, like, talking... I'm in, like, Magnus Archives mode as well. So, like, I don't know. Anyways, we can continue.
It had a broken angel atop it. Both wings snapped and fallen. But the inscription was far too
Inscription?
to make out any of the words. I had all but made up my mind to leave.
Polarized as Moses has.
As I knew I had little over an hour before the light began to fail me. As I turned to do so, however, I spied something not far removed among the trees, far larger, more intriguing than the graves I had found thus far. It stood about 5 feet proud above the snow, and the stone was far better quality than what I had seen so far. A small mausoleum.
A mausoleum?
The door, once a sturdy iron grate, had long since rusted off its hinges, leaving only a gaping black aperture that seemed to lead deeper than the dimensions of the mausoleum would allow. Over the top, barely readable, but still most definitely there, was the name Johann von Württemberg.
Jürgen Leitner.
I knew my local history well enough, and certainly was not aware of any noble of the Württemberg line named Johann.
Oz, this is the fakest shit in the world. You're from an old German family, and you don't know anyone in the entire family tree called Johann. That's like saying you don't know anyone called Herman.
Herman. Oh no.
Crazy common name in like old timey Germany.
But like, what if he, like, I don't know.
And they're from like a noble family, so they'd like know like a decent portion of their family tree as well.
But like, what if he just didn't have that in the family?
Have what?
The Johann.
The name Johann? He's from old timey Germany, dude. Do you know how many people in old timey Germany were named Johann?
Like, but like, what if he just like didn't have any? What if that's what he's saying? They can't have every name.
That is what he's saying. I'm saying that it's unrealistic in a funny way.
It's like not having a single woman named Mary in your old-timey family.
Wait, do they call it marriage because it's Mary?
No, not at all.
Do they call it Mary because it's marriage?
No.
Oh, then why...
Right. Anyway, Cheeky, you agree with me that it's fake as fuck that he doesn't have a single person in his family called Johann.
Yes, but I also agree that Herman would have been even more unrealistic.
What if his name
There's like 3
was
Hermans in
Himmelman?
Limbus
True.
because there's like they couldn't
There would
decide on
never
just
be, as
one
far as
of
I
the
can recall,
Hermans in their
any
old timey
town
German
or
books.
settlement
Oh wait,
near
give me
this
back
spot
the
that
control.
could have supported a
No.
settlement.
I can't see the captions.
Then reload.
That takes longer.
I'm sorry, my bad. What I meant to say was there's
Whatever.
3 Hermans in like the Limbus books, and then they
Okay,
had to
there you
pick
go.
one Herman. I got totally confused. There
gotta,
is
like,
only one Herman in Limbus.
Spin the thing. Can you see me spinning the thing?
No, I don't know what you're talking
Okay, there we
about.
go. I'm spinning the thing. Alright, there we go.
Of such size.
Bro spinning the thing.
So who was Johann von Württemberg?
Who was
And
Johann
why
von
had he built a
Württemberg?
mausoleum here, in the middle of the Schwarzwald, 6 miles or more from Schramberg? I had no time to investigate any further, for I realized that I needed to leave immediately if I was to return to my wife and nephew before sundown. I turned away and followed my path back as quickly as I dared. While I would normally be satisfied forging a new path the next day, something in the thought of that silent tomb drew me back, and I found myself marking trees with my pocket knife to make finding my way back
That's
the following
smart.
day that much easier. I asked Wilhelm that evening over dinner whether he had ever heard of Johann von Württemberg, or was aware of the mausoleum a few miles north from his home. He told me no to both. He rarely spent time in the forest around, save for hunting.
Yeah, he's like
And the
14.
hunting was usually poor in the north, as the trees
No,
were
he's
too
a bit
close
older by
together
then.
to easily
Oh, okay.
navigate with a horse.
He
He's like
doesn't
an
know
adult by
anything.
this time.
This Johann. I made some inquiries as to where I could look further into the history of the area, but there was no library of a decent size within near distance of Schramberg.
This guy
And as
keeps
I
bringing up the
mentioned,
libraries.
Wilhelm had little in the way of books, so I let the matter drop. Nothing else of note occurred that night, and so, making my apologies the next morning, I headed out early towards the old cemetery. I made no secret of my destination, and even offered the opportunity to accompany me to both Wilhelm and Carla, but neither saw the trip as worth the cold hours it would take to reach.
That's fair.
So it was alone that I once again made my way to that forgotten place. My marking the trees had proven unnecessary, as there had been no fresh snowfall the previous night, and my footprints from the day before were still clear and very easy to follow. The mausoleum looked exactly as I had left it, its door still yawning, and the sunlight seemed to make it
That was
very little
entertainment back in the
distance
day,
over the
folks.
threshold before
That's
darkness
true.
once again swallowed it. I had foreseen this and packed a lantern for the purpose of exploring the place. I was about to light it when I noticed a figure watching me from the tree line. Perhaps this place was not so forgotten after all. I had heard tales of brigands using places such as this for assignations, and was suddenly glad I had also thought to pack a pistol and shot.
True!
I approached the man, but
The smartest man in the Magnus Archives! He just has a firearm on him.
Yeah, because it's like not old-timey Germany, so he has like a single gun.
Also, I like that he says, and a shot. He has a gun with 1 bullet. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's enough.
Yeah, because it's old-timey guns.
Yeah.
as I got closer, I saw him in more detail.
Dog, if I was in 1816, I would have a
my
lot more than
God.
1 bullet on me at all time. All I'm saying. Because, like...
It takes like...
That's not how old-timey guns work.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying the gun worked like that, but I'd still, like, have multiple ammunition.
Okay, but it's 2026 and you don't have any guns on you, so...
Exactly, that's why I said I
so
need
get
some...
fucked.
You don't need a gun, Zach.
Yeah,
don't
what
need
if I
a
get
gun, you
attacked by
fucking-
monsters?
Zach, hang on. Zach doesn't want people to like speculate on what country they live in, and they're talking like this. Dog, we know.
Oh, no.
Dog, it's no secret. You're talking
I...
about how you need a gun.
That is a lot of places. Dude, I just gotta add, and Nosferatu appeared. That's crazy. I need silver bullets.
You need silver bullets.
I don't know.
Also, as if to prove my point, Zach
He was
said
short.
Nosferatu in maybe the most American voice I've ever heard in my life.
What was I supposed to say?
I don't know, just the inflections of Nosferatu. Just
Nosferatu?
I don't know.
Is that better? I don't know. I don't know what accent that was.
Nosferatu. Nothing, just the emphasis was very funny.
Nosferatu. I feel like I pronounce everything wrong, though, so, like...
Wearing an old-fashioned
That's
black
my
frock
Zach.
coat and knee breeches, though his head was shadowed by a wide-brimmed black hat. By his costume, I assumed him to be an old man, perhaps a groundskeeper for this place, or simply a recluse that lived nearby. When I greeted him, though, the voice that answered held no quiver of age within it.
It's a deeply American instinct. Okay, but, like, in my defense, my first instincts are copper pipe and Molotov cocktail. It's just a little bit more cumbersome to carry both of those things, like, around with me. So, like, I don't know. If I could, like, have a, like, explosive... Grenades, that's what I need. I need grenades.
Oh
I need grenades.
God,
No, those are shrapnel.
You're so American.
I need napalm.
I said I was, and asked if he was the keeper of the place. He laughed at that.
I feel like only Americans say napalm.
Exclamation that surprised me.
Why are we
I
like...
can't picture, like...
I thought was a dangerous place. I asked him what I had to fear from the dead, and he stared at me. I could not see his
theorizing, I'm
eyes
just making
beneath
fun
the
of
brim
you.
his hat,
Dang.
but I could still feel his gaze upon me.
Gaze?
He laughed again
Eyes?
and told me, "No, sir, you have nothing to fear from the dead." At these words, I began
He's
to
been
back
given
away,
the mandate of heaven?
ensuring my hand was on my pistol, not taking my eyes off this strange man until I reached the edge of the mausoleum. Only then did I look down to make sure my lantern was where I left it. And when I returned my gaze...
Deeply American, Zach? Sorry? Okay, well maybe that's why, like, all these people are dying in the episodes of the Magnus Archives, is they're not making explosives to defend themselves. They're not burning down their houses to defend themselves.
Zach, I'm going to tell you something about the Darwin
These
Awards.
British fucks.
The Darwin Awards? Yeah.
Yeah, a decent amount of people in the Darwin Awards are playing with explosives.
Yeah, I'm not playing with it. I've accepted in my mind that this situation is an outcome which, if I choose the route of inaction, I already die.
Martin
so, like,
didn't die, so you're...
He didn't choose the route of inaction.
By choosing
he quite literally just waited until it was gone.
But he, like,
So,
puts
yeah,
the, like,
choosing
walls.
such a drastic option that because you're like,
don't
oh
know.
well, I'm gonna die anyway, is made a lot stupider by the fact that the person who
Okay,
waited
well that's
didn't
like
die.
1 out of, like, I don't know, like, what, 15?
I
mean, everyone who was in a Magnus Archives statement survives and makes it to the archives to give.
Yeah, but then they, like, die afterwards.
Only some of them.
Oh well, Martin looks fine to me.
Okay, well...
Also, Amy Patel did absolutely nothing, and she's perfectly fine.
You know, I should show up in some other episode.
It was gone.
Oh, dead.
To speak plainly,
I was trying to make a joke, but I couldn't think of anything, so yeah, she's just dead.
Turning back and trying my luck
Dude,
another
this is
day.
the blueprints.
But something within me balked at having all my work and preparation be for naught because of
Curse of
a single farmer who couldn't mind his business. I lit my lantern and... Martin, good lord, man, if you're going to be staying in the archives, at least have the decency to put some trousers on.
Oh god, sorry, I didn't think you were in until later. It's not even 7 yet.
I've been coming in early in the hopes of leaving this place before dark.
Well, it's been a week, and we've seen nothing. Do you really think she's still out there?
I have no idea. But I don't intend to take any chances.
No, I suppose not.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Righto.
Statement continues.
Why is he walking around in his underwear?
At first I was confused.
Because he's living there at the
Inside appeared to
moment.
be empty. No monuments or coffins stood inside, and no plaques or sigils adorned the wall. Just a single slab of marble stood in the center, like an altar. At first I thought that perhaps that was where the coffin should have sat, and someone had simply taken it. But as I walked around...
Coffin!
I saw what it was
The
concealing.
coffin! Wait a second. It's Dracula. Hold up. Wait a second.
Dracula.
He's German. Wait a second. That's crazy. It's Dracula.
Ceiling. Behind the sharp-angled block was a staircase, descending deep into some unknown
This is the blueprints?
subterranean vault.
The blueprints?
You will scoff at me, Jonah, when next we meet, I'm sure of it.
The
You
blueprints?
will laugh at my bravado and call me an unthinking adventurer. But the plain fact of it is that I descended those stairs with hardly a qualm. Any fear I might have had was solely focused on the man I had met outside, and I foresaw no danger within the vault itself.
Wait, I'm sorry. You're scared because you saw a man, and, like, he, like, kind of, like, threatened you in your mind. And then, so you're going into a place with a single stairway and no other exits? Well, this man could just, like, come in behind you?
Zach, I hate to break it to you, but this is how all of your plans sound.
Yeah.
I'm not going...
This is exactly like, oh, I'm scared of this woman, so I'm gonna lock myself in my house and set myself on fire. In fact, this is less stupid than that, because at least you can breathe when walking down those stairs.
I don't know.
Well, if you go fast enough, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So I hoisted my lantern, and I descended the stairs. They were old, of that there is no doubt.
They were old? The stairs that are old?
Not worn. And I would wager
Stairs that made of
I
old.
The
was
stairs
the
that make you
first
old?
soul to go down there in at least a century. They descended for some time, until I was quite certain that I was deep within the frozen earth of the Schwarzwald.
Frozen earth?
At last, the steps ended in a short corridor, and I could see the bricks that formed the walls and arched ceiling had crumbled and shifted in places, allowing ingress to the thick roots of the trees above, which coiled and splayed across those parts of the passage in most need of repair. After about a minute of walking, the passage opened out into a large chamber. In the center stood another block of marble, almost identical to the one I had seen upstairs. But atop this one was a sealed stone coffin. The name Johann von Württemberg was carved here too, though preserved in much clearer detail without the elements to wear it away. As I gazed at it, I noticed that the wall of the room did not appear to be stone, as the passage or the mausoleum had been. I walked cautiously closer, until my lantern illuminated it clearly. The walls were covered with bookshelves, packed in with such a density that it was impossible to tell if there was a real wall behind them, or if the books themselves formed the only bulwark against the soil. They were, unfortunately, terribly rotten. The centuries had not been kind to them, and as I tried to move one of them, I realized that the damp had, over time, caused them to merge into a single mass of paper and bookcloth. Predictable as this may have been, I still felt the most acute pang of loss. To see such a volume of knowledge, possibly unique in all the world, utterly destroyed, was incredibly painful to me. The actual shells were formed of the same marble as the two blocks, and seemed to have fared better. As I looked at them, I noticed a small engraving, carved at regular intervals along the edge of each one. It was a small eye. And staring.
Eye?
For some reason, it was only at that moment that I began to feel afraid. Of what, I couldn't tell you, but those small eyes filled me with a dread that I have trouble describing to you now. Certainly I backed away from the bookshelves and was all set to depart when my lantern caught on something in the corner of the room. Or, more precisely, two things. The first was a small gold coin that glinted on the floor.
Dude, this is just like the blueprints.
The second was a book, perhaps fallen from the shelves long ago. It was in far better condition than the others, perhaps due to where it had lain, and I was able to very carefully open it. I was disappointed to see that it was not written in German or even French or Latin, but appeared to be in Arabic. It seemed to be an illuminated manuscript of sorts, produced by hand and utterly beautiful, though I could not for the life of me have told you what it concerned. I took the book and the coin to study later and hastily left the vault, the lingering fear making me feel as though some unseen pursuer might come upon me if I hesitated. I drew my pistol as I left the mausoleum, just in case the strange short man from earlier was waiting to accost me. There was no sign of anyone outside in that clear daylight. I hurried back, though I still had many hours before dusk. As I went, I noticed that the snow on the trees was beginning to thaw, and took comfort in the knowledge that Carla and myself would likely be able to return to Closen soon. Wilhelm was fully recovered from his fever, and by the time I was at dinner, all traces of my earlier fear had disappeared, and I was in excellent spirits. I retired afterwards to smoke a pipe or two and examine my finds at greater length. The book, though beautiful, stubbornly refused to offer up any clues to its contents. With your permission, I'll bring it over for your expert eyes next time I have the pleasure of your company. The coin, on the other hand, was more interesting. On one side, it had an engraved profile of a sharp-faced young man with long, flowing hair. Over the top ran the letters JW, and at the bottom was the number 1279.
Dude, this is just the blueprints. He found a blueprints puzzle in the blueprints room, and the blueprints items. Chat, if you haven't already, you should definitely watch the blueprints stream. They're really good, and you would like them because the blueprints and Magnus Archives are actually pretty similar if you think about it. And also, the blueprints is fun. Anyways.
This was the date the coin was produced, then I don't need to tell you how exciting a find this might be. The other side was blank, save for 3 words, very small and worn, but I could just about read them. They read, Für die Stille. I was about to retire to bed when one of the serving girls, Hilda, or was it Helga, I forget, asked me for a moment of my time. I obliged, and she said, had I been asking about the old graveyard out in the forest?
The old graveyard.
I told her yes, I had, and she paled ever so slightly. She told me that she never went near the place, that no one in the town did. You see, Jonah, apparently there was an old man in Schramberg by the name of Tobias Kohler. He had lived nearly 80 years, told tales of when he was a child, and he and his friends would play a game they called Johann's Steps. It was a game of bravery, where you had to creep down as many steps
this is
as you
just
could
like
to the tomb of Johann von Württemberg.
Okay, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding.
Just like Squid Game.
This is literally just like the no, it's the Curse of Blackridge. It is like a curse specifically related to a step with like kids doing like theirs to like go to the step. This is literally you didn't read the book, Cheeky. I know you didn't, because you'd be like, dang, this is kind of like the Curse of Blackridge, the book from the Blueprints. This is kind of like this.
Until you were seen, and then run back out as fast as you could.
I'm not judging, I thought you were just going to say it's the Blueprints again.
You were seen
It is from the Blueprints.
And always ignored.
I know, but...
Who you were seen by?
Well, apparently the parents of these children found out about this game, and one of them, the mother of Tobias's friends Hans Winkler, decided to put an end to it. She stormed into the cemetery and, seeing Hans entering the museum for his turn, she ran inside after him and down the steps. None of the children saw what happened, but they all heard the scream. They fled back to town, and when they told of what had happened, the town priest, whose name Tobias does not remember, simply nodded, and gathering up 6 strong, though deeply fearful men, they headed out towards the cemetery. None of that party ever spoke of what they saw or found there, but Hans went to live with the Becker family out on their small farm. No one played Johann's Steps again, and the cemetery was once again left deserted. The only other thing Tobias remembered was that he had once heard a great-uncle refer to Johann von Württemberg as Ulrich's bastard, which, if the date on the coin was correct, may be referring to Ulrich I or Ulrich II, but either way, that place's history must stretch back almost 600 years.
That's crazy.
But now I feel I have talked around it long enough. I could fill a dozen more pages with preamble and research, yet none of that is why I have written to you as I have. No. I am writing to you to describe what I saw the last night I stayed at Wilhelm's. The event that led to my and Carla leaving a week earlier than we had planned. It was 3 days after I had heard Tobias's story that it happened. I had packed the coin and the book away in a fit of superstition and had decided to take a short stroll as the sun was setting. It was beautiful. The crimsons of the darkening sky danced upon what snow was left, staining it the deepest red. I walked around the house, smoking my pipe, until I came upon the tracks I had left when heading towards the old graveyard. As the snow melted, it had formed my footprints into packed dirt and ice that almost seemed to glow in the waning daylight. I gazed at them and froze. I had made 2 trips to the mausoleum that winter, and sure enough, there were 2 stark sets of footprints heading north. But coming back towards the house,
there was another.
There were 3 sets of footprints.
Yeah.
I felt the presence behind me.
Sorry, Wilhelm.
And I turned around.
You're gonna die, probably.
It was the man from the cemetery. His wide-brimmed hat was removed, and he stared at me.
Hat guy.
His head was completely bald.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm not bald.
His eyes were missing. They were just
You don't know that.
empty sockets. But
he's a skeleton!
They saw me.
Skeleton finger delta
Believe
room!
or dismiss anything else in my letter as you wish, Jonah, but I swear to you that I stood face to face with a man with no eyes, and he saw me. I backed away too quickly and slipped, falling hard upon the ground. In a second he was above me, and he smiled. He said something to me, but my mind was aflame with panic, and I didn't hear what it was. He reached towards me slowly, insolently, as though he sought to savor this moment and would not be rushed. Then, quite without warning, he stopped. His head snapped up to stare at something like a gun dog that hears a shot. He stood there, hand poised as though in indecision. And then he vanished, as though he had never been there. And I simply lay upon the ground, winded and afraid.
Said now is not your
Night
time.
had fallen by the time I finally pulled myself together enough to run back into the house and begin packing. I told Carla we had to leave as soon as possible, though was vague as to the reasons.
Just say someone's out there trying to kill you.
How do you tell your wife something like that has happened to you?
Say there's someone out there trying to kill you.
We took the first coach the following morning and haven't stopped. I didn't even realize
you're gonna be dead by the time you get back.
Until I checked my luggage later. Whether to a light finger...
It's Cromer! Oh wait, no, it's Charon! The coin to, like, cross the river.
Oh my... Oh, that's what... Dude, I just thought you came out with Chroma out of absolutely nothing.
The coin, but like the Charon makes more sense. Like the coin passage, and then he saw that the coin was there, and then it's like, oh, well, this person's got a coin, so I guess they get one more.
Or just my own carelessness, it is gone. So I must apologize that I will not be able to share that particular piece of history with you. I must also apologize for the handwriting. I have been committing this to paper as well as can be done on a long coach journey. Still, I look forward to showing you the book I have acquired, and the revelations you will no doubt glean from it.
Uh-oh.
Yours in trust, Albrecht. Statement ends.
Pause.
Yeah?
Do you think Albrecht and Jonah were fucking?
Huh?
Yes.
What did he say again? Sorry, I was too focused on, like, the skeleton man.
Do you think Albrecht and Jonah were fucking?
Let's see.
That particular piece of history with you.
Let's see.
I must also
They only interact at the very beginning. This is
an
end of statement thing, not a end of statement.
I look forward to showing you
what
the
just
book I
happened
have
thing.
acquired,
Whatever, I don't
and
care.
the revelations you will no doubt glean from it.
Oh. I don't know, maybe. I didn't, like, pick up on anything, but that might be because I'm stupid.
Oh, at the very beginning, he's like, "My dearest Jonah." Anyway, people in chat, type 1, if you think they were fucking.
True.
But unfortunately, chat has already gone to bed.
Oh, no. Cheeky types 1. Pleasant Lemon types 1.
I'll make I haven't gone to bed yet. I'm making the distortion detectives in Library of Runa.
Oh yeah.
Chat, Cheeky might go to sleep again.
I just said I'm not sleeping. I'm making the distortion detective in Library of Runa.
Wait, type 1 if you think Albrecht and Jonah Magnus were fucking.
What if...
What does Yuria even talk like? I don't remember anymore.
Anyways,
Okay, continue.
Oh, continue. I thought there were... Oh, wait, yeah, the
well,
statement hasn't ended.
I thought we had.
Yours in trust.
No, like the John Magnus hasn't said his part.
Statement ends.
Statement ends.
Always a treat to find a piece of history tucked into the wrong section of the
stupid.
archive. Still, I can't say I know much.
Okay, it's gotta do the load. That was stupid. True!
Much about Jonah Magnus or the origins of the Institute, so this is a rather pleasing discovery in some ways.
True.
Obviously there isn't much follow-up to be done here, but to slake my own interest, I have done a little bit of digging myself, which I include here for completeness' sake. I've only found one reference to any Johann von Württemberg in any of the German history reference material we have available. Jan Moira's Cradle of Germany, Württemberg Through the Centuries, mentions rumors that Ulrich I, Count of Württemberg...
Isn't Jan Moira somebody that was mentioned?
I don't remember.
Württemberg had a second son out
There's
of wedlock.
There's a woman
1255.
called Moira earlier.
Oh, true.
No name is listed, but certain enemies of the Count were known to spread rumors that this exiled son was keeping the company of witches.
Witches.
1279 was also the year that Ulrich I's successor, Ulrich II, died.
Oh.
This may simply have been coincidence, however, as he was succeeded by his half-brother, Eberhard I. Something else I stumbled across, quite by accident during my research, was in Grim Tales, H.T. Moncrief's exploration of unexplained and macabre deaths in early 19th century Europe. It mentions a death that took place in Schramberg in 1816. The man, one Rudolf Ziegler, was found dead at his home on the outskirts of town. What is interesting is that it says he worked in service on an estate nearby. Shortly after his death, one Wilhelm von Klosen was investigated for the crime, as it was discovered that the dead man had been stealing jewelry from the estate. It was eventually dropped, however, after 4 doctors attested that the ferocity...
It wasn't that he had the coin, it's that he didn't have the coin. It's that he didn't steal the coin. And the skeleton man was like, And then he's like, wait, this guy doesn't have the coin. And then he snaps his head and looks at the guy who actually has the coin. Because he stole the coin. Yeah, dude, this is literally just like the Curse of Blackbridge from the Blue Prince.
Thanks.
The of the wounds inflicted on Herr Ziegler were, and I quote, beyond the capacity of human violence.
True!
It was ruled an animal attack. I did try to find out what happened to Ulbrecht von Klosen and his book, but I can find no mention of him in any volume of history, nor anywhere online. Perhaps I might find out more if I spent months sifting through the historical statements in the archive's back rooms, but I simply don't...
The back rooms?!
...my own curiosity like that. I have located a genealogy for Wilhelm von Klosen, though. He married and had children, and the family remained located in and around Schramberg for almost another century, before one branch emigrated to England in 1908. They had a daughter, Elsa, who went on to marry a man by the name of Michael Key.
Michael Key!
In 1924,
that's a Blue Prince
they had
name.
one daughter, whose name was Mary Key.
That's a Blue Prince name.
This may be simple coincidence, but...
It's also a Magnus Archives name.
End recording.
Who is Mary Key?
Do you remember who Mary Key is?
No.
She ran the weird bookshop, and Gerald Key is her son, and he's the guy that burnt that book and you thought was really cool.
True. Dude, that's a Blueprints name.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. So, any other thoughts on this episode, Zach? All right. Good
I don't
to
know.
know.
I don't know. I'm like thinking, and like he's like, dang. I guess the like skeleton man like respected him. Is like, you know what? Respect. You stole the book. You stole knowledge, but not financial gain. Always chase.
Yeah,
the...
probably that's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. I think next stream will be 2 episodes, which means one further stream away from 26. But that means 26 can be the first episode of the stream.
True.
Yeah, then you'll get to be awake.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the Magnus Archives. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, I think this is fun.
The guy got swallowed by the sky.
Yeah, we definitely were falling asleep during episode 3, so I think maybe back to 2 episode streams.
Well, okay, in our defense, when we said that we would do 3, we weren't planning on me having a whole like outdoors adventure.
That's true.
But that also did happen while the episode was playing. I don't know.
Well, you see, it affected the early parts, which means that the early parts ran longer.
We should do more crazy stuff at the end of the streams.
Yeah, but you always have your rants, no matter whether it's convenient time or not. So it's like
true. But yeah,
okay.
I think with that, we're gonna call it a day here. Thank you
Good
guys
night, everyone.
Sorry, what do you mean? We did the Magnus Archives.
I said good night, everyone.
Oh, I thought you said sorry. I was like, why? Anyways, yeah. Good night, everybody. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, night,
VOD watchers, comment like something funny below.
Yeah, I'll put the timestamps down.
Your favorite food that has chicken in it, if you eat chicken. If not, and if you don't eat chicken or like are vegetarian or vegan, your favorite food that doesn't have chicken in it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to bed. Night, night.
But yeah, with that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Make sure you all stay safe out there, and I'll hopefully see you all later. Bye. Oh, say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.